Merci, Bojack. Merci, merci. Thank you. Thank you very much. Lots to talk about today. Beaucoup de choses à parler aujourd'hui. Comment ça va, Bojack? On a un peu de soleil ici. J'ai pu filmer le soleil après-midi. On va voir ça sur un bon petit vidéo sur la chaîne française aussi aujourd'hui, peut-être. S'il y a des vues, plus de vues sur la chaîne française. C'est pas mal fini. On va mettre ça privé, la chaîne française. Comme ça, on va avoir du monde qui vont vouloir venez voir des vidéos, comme ça on n'aura plus de problème avec les pistoles, comme Brico, puis tout le monde. Right? Sansi, how's it going, my friend? How is it going? Some lawyer's letters probably very soon about to go out. I'm a little uptight with my little penny bunny, the little shitty bunny. A lot of people are creating scenarios on this channel with her right now. She emailed my patrons. She emailed the members on the channel. They're telling them that I'm on cocaine and that I'm blocking members and stuff. Well, it's getting really serious. And Penny Bunny, there's one thing I notice, you guys, and this is a message for my friends that come here that have to do with Penny Bunny. If you have nothing to do with Penny Bunny, you don't give a shit about her, don't even worry about what I'm saying. But Penny Bunny, what you're doing, causing little scenes like Miss Heard was doing, get over it. Like you embarrassed yourself with Eric Sentinel and I, and you made a mockery of your channel. Just let it die down because you're just going to ridicule yourself a little bit. But saying on Mr. Lem's channel, which is Miss Heard and Mr. Lem, that we're saying they were going to reach and locate my children. So for those of you who thought it was a little silly thing to let it brush off what was going on with Penny, it goes deeper and it goes all the way to someone murdering my kids. Just so you all understand what's going on in the backgrounds. And what Penny's sticking her nose in, she's going to get in trouble and she's going to receive a lawyer's letter if she doesn't stop, like Miss Heard did. I sent Miss Heard a lawyer's letter. She stopped, and now it's continuing. It seems continuing on from other people. I have a lot of screenshots and stuff where she was talking about me being on cocaine and trying to reach people. I'm not going to show them. I was going to, but why persist her to come and strike my channel? This way she won't be able to. It's a little concerning. This is my full-time job, guys, and you all know it. I've been here full-time doing this a full-time job. Literally, I don't cut grass. I don't do anything else. Don't pump gas. And when people start scenarios, well, it causes problems for the channels, like you guys all know. Wait till you see today's and tonight's live streams. Tonight's live stream. See now, I went and you don't see any more duck now on StreamYard, as I had to pay a little more to have better quality streaming, but I think it's well worth it. It was more than I wanted to pay, maybe about 30 a month or 25 a month, but it still helps the streaming, and we're going to have longer streams. I won't be able to. Kiko 900. Yes. Thank you. And of course, like I said, I started out with her because I want her to know. That's the only way I talk to Penny is here. I don't go or make videos about her. Okay. So, she knows what she has to do now to shut her mouth. And, people like this that have children and her son Jack and stuff like that will lose their children if they start attacking other channels. They'll get lawyers' letters. And, I have a big problem with something, and I can't even sleep at night, and I want to mention it, and then we'll get to the live stream. Hey, Judy, we'll get to the live stream. Okay. Tony. Okay. Mirando. He's got several names, Danny Mirando and all that. Penny Bunny hangs out with this Tony guy. The Tony guy is part of a pedophile ring. He talks about doing unbearable things to children. I'm up to video number 6 where he talks sexually about them. So anyone here that goes to Penny's channel and comes by and thinks that they're going to be smiley, I'm going to be smiley with you. I'm not going to be. Penny's trying to destroy the channel. So those of you who want to go see Penny, it's not a problem. But don't come back here, please, because it doesn't make any sense that someone would support a woman that's trying to hang out with pedophiles and locating people's addresses, trying to find out how many kids they have and stuff. These people are playing with fires. And if any Hell's Angels or gang members find out about these people, they're going to be in trouble. Tony's in Montreal. And I'm telling you, Tony, you better be careful. These guys have to be careful. Penny, you too. You should be careful with what you're saying online because you're going to wind up with a lawyer's letter. And Penny, I didn't know there were that many bad videos about her. There's lots of videos out about Penny, not because she's anyone important, just because basically she's been thrashing other channels. So, I continue, I persist, I do the videos, I'm here every day, I smile and I keep it up and stuff like that. So, as for the other person that attacked me, you all know Cindy Lou Who, right? What's he going to say about Cindy Lou Who? Nothing. She doesn't want me there anymore because of what happened with Penny. With that said, I'm letting you all know that it was very upsetting for me to see that all my community members now that I sent over to Cindy's, all thousands of them, many hundreds and hundreds of people went to Penny's. It's all my supporters that are there. In reality, we're not going to hide it. What she did is she caused a real stink in the family and the relationship. I didn't like the way they went and targeted my mods because there's some of them spoke up and some of them don't want to speak up because they want to remain hidden because they don't like shit. But it wasn't okay that they did that. So this channel, when people are coming here and starting scenarios about me taking cocaine and stuff, you guys know it. You guys call me a pedophile, a cocaine addict, that I beat my kid, my son, and stuff like that. My son witnessed all of these videos and stuff. And so did all my family. And I'm past that. But seriously, for those of you lying about me, consuming drugs or something like that, you should be careful because I can send you a lawyer's letter. It's a suggestion, Penny. A suggestion just to stop talking about other channels, right? Penny, I'll never forget Red White Disclosure. That guy was so vulgar to you. I cried and I defended you. I had tears in my eyes for what he was saying to you. You went and you cried to me on Patreon and you sent me lots of messages saying, Bruce, thank you so much. You became a member, you became a patron. But in reality, when you were a patron and member, you were only asking me about Dana Shiver, Cindy Lou Who, Darla. Remember that one? How many times you emailed me to see if is she married, Bruce? Does she have kids? Where did you meet her? Do you trust Cindy? Are you sure Underbelly 2.0 is a good guy? Bruce, please send me your list of trolls. So I never really interacted with Penny. And it's important for me to talk about this so that people know what happened with Penny, because a lot of people are still asking me, Bruce, I'm getting emails by Penny. 3 of you, 2 guys and 1 very sweet lady that didn't want to mention it, and no problem with that. She's not even following me. She's on Penny's channel and she sees that she's doing some certain scenarios. So with that said, when you do see somebody here that's from the Penny Bunny channel, be careful and keep your heads up. My trolls infiltrated every one of your channels. Cindy's channel, we got Sweet Peace, Thomas Rebus, Nathalie Fleur de Printemps, all the French trolls that were harassing me and degrading me and demeaning me are all on the channels that I used to love, like Cindy, a little hypocritical. Super Dave 44, great guy. Love the guy. Went to see his stream again this morning. There's still more people on his stream. Thomas Rebus is there. Somebody will contribute to Super Dave's channel that's coming from my channel. Well, Thomas Rebus is there also to support. So they do have some money in this ring, whatever they're doing, the people that are trolling and hacking. And a lot of people like Miss Heard, Penny, you got to stop, because like I said, I'm not into these little games of making little childish videos about Bruce being a fraud and that Bruce has fake UFOs. Get over it. We all know that the trolls want to say that my work is fake, but it's not. And that's why I went on the radio. That's why I was confronted by the International Forum, Garpan, Ufology Associations, MUFON, 3 directors. Yes, 3 directors at MUFON, or 4 directors. One wants to make a movie with me from MUFON. The recent director, the one just before, Franz, right? And that's all good news. So the research is very popular. In Spain, I'm known as El Observador. So it's all positive. And you know what the most beautiful thing is in all of that is that you guys and gals support this channel incredibly. And you keep coming back to the channel. And I think it's absolutely, it's incredible. It's incredible that you're all doing that. But I'm the only one here that's supposed to be, oh, okay, well, if he goes over there now, I won't talk to him. If he goes over there, I'm not into that. Like I said, you can go to Cindy's channel. All of you, I know a lot of you still do. awesome. It shows what kind of a good people that you are. You're there to support the work and not get into the drama. But that's how respectful my community is. My community aren't thrashers, right? And just wanted to say thanks to you all for that, because it does get hard at one point when all of these scenarios come out. And I didn't like that Penny Bunny was emailing everybody. But now that you all know, I guarantee you, if any of you have received emails about Penny, about her asking you information about me or any other channels, if you want to discreetly let me know, I will expose that to the person that's being trolled, myself, and I will reach that person for you all. San C's in the house, the divine sorcerer in the house. Good day to you, sir. Thanks, you guys. Craig 1971's in the house. Hey, brother, great to see you, man. Great to see you too, Craig 1971. Thanks as always, my friend, for being here. Dead Poles is in the house. Ivo, Crimson. I'll go down the list there. Hey, Darla's in the house. Yep, that's right, Zico. Or Kiko. Richard Vought's in the house. Hello, my friend. How the hell are you? Ça va bien, mon frère? Super duper. Ça va super bien, Richard. Merci. Thanks a lot. Some good videos coming up. I was outside on the sun today, you guys. Outside on the sun today, filming the many sunspots. Actually, the sun is very, very, very active, like crazy active. I looked up some information about back in 1971 when La Palma was active, and surprisingly, the sun was at a minimum. So the sun was not extraordinarily active in 1971. And for 3 years after that, 72, 73, and 74, the solar flares went from 104.6 solar flares to all the way down to 66.6 solar flares that they say. They just wanted to add that devil number in there. But it's true. So it went down as there was the volcanic activity here, which was 53 years ago in 1971, that lasted for a duration of 31 days, that volcano. Now the La Palma's up to about 40 days, and obviously it's just melting the mountain, something incredible. Yeah, I don't know. I think the bunny's the monster for doing things like that. It's degrading. And I go through 2 or 3 scenarios like this every bloody year, where somebody that's here following us that we all know right now, be prepared. One of these people, one of these beautiful faces right here in 3 months is going to turn on the channel and me. That's the goal. They infiltrate themselves. They think they're infiltrated as members. Guys, my member channel on the French, I don't get views on the videos. I have now 20 members. I was really happy, but they don't look at my videos. Why would that be? Darla's a member. She looks at my videos. The other members don't on the French channel. Darla does here, or when she was a member, whether she still is or not. I'd have to double check there. Anybody see the city in Dune? Looks like the pictures you post straight up. It's funny you said that. I'm not a big movie watcher, but all the way back to the movie Dune, yeah, now I know exactly what you're talking about. And it does. It really does look like Dune. You're right about that. Hello, Judy. How's it going, Judy? Nice to see you. Thanks for all the ongoing support, my friends. We have, thanks, Sansi, Mirko, Sansoni, La Respota Stadietrote. I'd have to look that up, my friend. La Respota Stadietrote. You have to spin that by me one more time. Darla says, welcome, Judy. Red Foreman is in the house. Thanks very much, Red, for stopping by. Appreciate that. And I clicked on Judy instead. Red Foreman. Streams will start to get more and more fun. And now I don't have a limit time for the stream. Well, I'll be able to stream for hours and hours. And I could have done it since the beginning, like all the other channels, streaming for like 9 hours and doing nothing. But instead, I much prefer start doing moon shows and talking about the sun and stuff like we've been doing for the past couple of months. I started slowly integrating more videos and stuff. Nelson, thanks a lot, man. Thanks, guys. Thank you very much. Yes, I have a Spanish channel for those that have Spanish speaking friends or Latin American speaking friends, or no matter where they are in the world that speak Spanish, US, Mexico, I have a Spanish channel. You guys can go see and encourage the channel. I'm missing one sub to be at 666 subscribers. So, Southern Truth. Hello to you. Thanks for being here, guys. Thought it smelled like popcorn, Dana. Welcome, Dana. Thanks for the ongoing, Dana and everyone. Appreciate that. Pat is in the house. Greetings, Earthling. How's it going, Pat? Victor Levic. Faut que je te remercie, mon frère, d'être ici. On va être demain en direct sur OVNI Québec Astronomie. Foot to see you. Yeah, big boot. Yeah, Red Foreman. You tell me about it, man. I should. Don't explain yourself, who you are, to those who are the ones with no life. Exactly. No, and the reason why I'm explaining it because a lot of people are really confused now. I don't like seeing the comments where people are saying, "Did you hear about what happened with Penny?" I didn't. I don't know what's going on. So I felt a little bad about that, and for all my community members that are just staying quiet and still going to the same channels you all go to, which is quite okay. It's quite okay. You know, it's sort of obvious if Penny says I'm on cocaine and I see one of you go by her channel and say, "Love you, sweetie," it makes me wonder about you, right? So I'm not going to hide it. When I go see Penny's channel and I see some of my community members there, it makes me sad. You know, what can I do? You know, what can you do when you live in a shoe or a boot? Live in a boot. Hey, thanks, Peter. I appreciate that, man. Hey, Bruce, we love you, man. You, my support, 100%. Love what you do, exposing the truth. And I love you for it, Peter. I appreciate that, man. Love from Canada, bro. Really appreciate it, you guys. We have Robert Boyes in the house. Yeah, it is, man. It's sad. And like I said, I talk about it. You guys know. I talk about it and then I go on and do my stream. I don't have to linger or you know, say, "Oh, what a bitch," or yeah, she called me an egotistical piece of shite. Like, I mean, there's nothing I can say worse than what she said. But it's the truth in that, you know. For her saying that I called her a name when I told her I'm ending the relationship of friendship with you. That's all that was said on the video. And, you know, I wished I was hoping that my community members did take the time to go see some of what was going on. If you did doubt me, you know, I mean, I got nothing against nobody. That's the worst of it. But you know, I have this amazing community. You guys rock, you know. And but you know how it is. I'm not alone. Lots of channels get trolled, and when you show certain things that maybe are a bit controversial, sometimes people take it in a very hard way. Not change, stay who you are. You're gold. Remember that. Thank you, Zico. I will always remember that. Is it Zico or Kiko or Zyko? Kiko. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It has Floyd Stats. How's it going, Mr. Floyd Stats? It's been a heck of a week, Bruce. Been doing my research, passing on the research. Ooh-rah. Oh, I know that chant. Ooh-rah. It's the best chant in America. Thank you, Floyd and everyone, for the amazing support that you guys give this channel. Hey, Bruce, good to see you again, everyone. It's that time again. It is. And Peter, I updated my StreamYard, so now we'll be able to maybe anyways, just do a bit more on the streams like this. And maybe I'd like to get in an extra stream or two during the week if you guys would like it, like maybe a Wednesday or, you know, or Tuesdays also, or a Monday, maybe. Hey, maybe Monday stream, maybe not Monday. But a lot of people, Mondays are like, well, screw Monday. But I just like doing more and more. And it's not easy for you guys, some of you that are, I know, have the amazing hearts where the fighting and stuff like that, even though there's no fighting, it was an attack on me. But when there's fighting and stuff like that, some of you just keep doing your same thing. I noticed some of you are not affected by that, and hats off, which is the best thing to do, you know. And I felt bad when Penny said that I was getting people to go and attack her channel, because in reality, I don't want that portrayed, and I don't want people to think that. I think if somebody goes to her channel and decides to give a dislike or decides to leave a comment or to do whatever they want. It's none of my business. Videos are there. Videos, they have likes and dislikes under my videos and under hers. And if you like a video that somebody makes, there's a like button to encourage the person to continue to share videos that are creative and that are bringing love in life, right? So choose your likes wisely. That's how it is. But it's all good. Dennis Jimenez, best wishes. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that so much. The person, Dennis, the person I got to get on here is Techno. It's the only person I would have an amazing time on screen with, definitely. I know the guy's busy, but good vibes. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Floyd Stats and the Stats, if they're listening. The whole family, my friends, thank you very much. Yes, Red, she's being a loohoo. No, well, maybe she didn't. Obviously she didn't know what happened with Penny, and she spoke up too soon, and she got lost a couple of good friends. But that's how it is. She'll see it in the end. Penny, don't worry. Penny will not let me down. Penny, when she starts attacking the others, people will understand. Brandy Phillips is in the house. Hello to you too. Because you know what, Mr. Foreman, I shouldn't feel bad. I shouldn't feel bad. I'm not allowed going back to her channel, and I'm the one that feels bad. Why? Well, I didn't do anything wrong. So it was planned. That's how it is. There's no two ways about it. Spitfire and I give you our support. Southern Truth is in the house. Thank you very much. Well, that's how it is, man. You see, I don't know you. You don't know me. I went to see a video. Southern Truth was talking on Spitfire and streaming and stuff like that. Guys are talking about some of the bad trolls online. It's all good. I mean, that's that's what a connection is online, how people connect, I find. And but here it's just a big show of spam. People come and post links, people come and I've had a lot of problems with that at the beginning. But like I said, Southern Truth, I don't know Eric more than that, but Eric, visually, what I saw on Penny's stream, he was very polite. He was actually too polite. That's why I got mad. That's why I got mad. But he played his he played it right. He went there. He was trying to be polite. And, a Southern Truth, we talked for hours on her stream, which she said two narcissists took over her stream. So we're pretty good if we're able to take over a stream. So, but again, thanks for being here, bro. And thanks for the support. Like I said, I'm the same. I got a check mark. I'm not there with you guys because you guys are doing your thing. Southern Truth, I'm doing my thing. But when I see a video from you guys or you talk about someone like Penny that's trashing people, I'm there to leave a thumbs up. I'm there to support you guys. All cool, all really good. Thank you. Hello, MJ. Nice to see you all. Or worse yet, Bruce, send me. Yes, okay. All good vibes, man. All good vibes. And I do feel the world is turning a bit for the better, even though there's a lot of crap going on out there. That was a good one, Mr. Foreman. Bruce, please stop giving them attention. I promise. It will be fixed. I promise you that. I get a lot of promises, my friend. Oh no, man. I don't give them the attention they want. I give them the attention they don't want. It's power in their furnace. You see, Penny Bunny, I'm gonna stick you in my head. Maybe I'm a bit weird like that, but I say to myself, the more Penny produces videos, the more I was right. So the next video, when she makes another video about me, and then again days after I don't make another video about her, it's just repetitive. They work for me. It's sort of maybe conniving, but I sort of make the trolls do. I don't sort of. I own the trolls. I make them do what I want them to do. So I said Penny's a bad ass because she's talking about me, and she's going to do it in the next video. All she can say is that I'm a narcissist, or that I took over her stream, and that I called her every name under the sun. She said, there's many names under the sun. Like lots of names. I could have called her, like a bitch, a skank. I'm not going to go through them all because that would be a little tricky and conniving, but in reality. See, it's not a waste of time though, Richard. The worst of it, what's important is my channel. And that's why my channel is being destroyed. The revenue is being pulled down and stuff. People can say that, oh, well, Bruce has plenty of revenue. No, I don't. And I'm on the verge of closing all my channels because I'm not getting the support from YouTube team, and I'm not getting anyone stopping the hackers from taking off my channel. Richard, what happens is in the community, I have a lot of friends here in the community, and a few of my friends have been emailing me this month asking me why I did certain things to Penny. So you could imagine the situational problem it causes when in reality I had to share her link to go tell people I didn't do anything to Penny. I was a little offended at the beginning, right? But as it is for talking about them and encouraging them, Richard, when it comes down to threatening my son and saying that my son, they're going to pick him up in their car, go 100 kilometers an hour and throw him off on the highway and then back up over him. You know, I don't know if you have any idea as a parent, the feeling that does inside of you, because we're all protectors of our children, especially the fact that it's illegal doing that. Could I turn around and say that Penny's a prostitute and, she's on the corner of the street selling her body? What would that give me? Do I have the proof of that? And even if I had the proof of that, I probably wouldn't mention it that way. It's, but that's how it is. But like I said, Richard, I've been here. It's my 6th year, brother. And it's thanks to people like you that I'm able to continue on. But sometimes things get out of hand. Richard, at one point here, Bruce Sees All channel, my channel, had 3 icons. People were using my icon of my channel to answer back to people. And I did the same thing. I told people, it's not me answering you back, guys. It's not me answering you back. And I got the same comment where somebody says, stop wasting your time with the trolls. It's not a waste of time. It's part of my job to be able to take care of my channel and my community also, in reality. But they want me down, Richard, because no one has ever been able to reproduce the same footage that I produce. It's only going to get better and better. I'm only going to be reaching more people, more radio interviews. Obviously, at one point, maybe some television with my footage. It's there's no two ways about it that what I'm showing, you all know it. If it was shown on television that an amateur got this, it would be the biggest news in the world. But just the fact that it's sitting here on the channel, it isn't. Salut, Frédéric. Merci, mon frère. Yep, thanks a lot, Nelson. Sending you my love. Thank you very much. Oh, it's all good, Judy. It's part of having the channel, but a lot of people don't know of some of the crap that goes on, and I like sharing it, especially since I'm working so hard, and this is just a live stream where I'm sitting down talking. Friends usually care about what friends say and speak about or are feeling, which I know most don't, but I have feelings too, like anyone else. Nick Wolf, how's it going? Hi from the Netherlands. Thank you very much. Hello. Nice to see you, Kai. Really nice to see you here. Thanks for being here. Julie Miller is in the house. How's it going, Julie Miller? Thanks for the ongoing support, my friends. Nice to see you, Julie. Liz, merci. Merci, mon ami. If they're watching everything you do, Bruce, and all of your videos, they're a fan. Yes, that's the worst of it. Even the trolls sometimes. I've probably become interested in some of my work. I did make some friends with some of the trolls that actually turned on the ones that were asked to troll me. That was a little cool. That caused a little problems with some of the trolls, because a troll's a troll. If a troll is going to slam someone for $5, what if you give him 10? Oh, well, that's $10. I'm going to slam the other person. That's how it works. That's how it works. I don't have to pay people to slam people. I like slamming them myself. Andrew Lapensi, thank you very much. Just look what the trolls have accomplished, though. They just want to divide people. Well, exactly. And in reality, they're not accomplishing anything. We can say they are, but I'm the only one that speaks up like that about the trolls that are getting attacked. People shut the frick up about them. I don't know why. I stand up to the ones attacking my family, especially. Went to the cops, went to the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. They don't do anything. Royal Canadian Mounted Police do not sit online and don't have an online crime division that you're familiar with. Their crime division is secretive and they're looking for what they want to look at, basically. But what the trolls have accomplished here, you know what, Andrew? You have no idea, brother. I'm telling you, man. What the trolls have accomplished here, they've made my channel, and they've permitted me to raise enough donations to get myself my first large 14-inch telescope because of you guys, because of people like you, Andrew, that come here and support the channel in all the ways that you guys do. Big ways. And it affects them. And the more that they'll try to thrash the channel, obviously, if they're spreading news about trolls, well, people will go to my channel and say, he's not a troll. Bruce isn't talking about the trolls. What are you talking about my live stream? Sure, I'll talk about the troll. It's like saying, well, we'll call Bruce a big fucking fat ass and we'll see if he mentions it. If he mentions as much as one word about what I called him, of course I'm going to mention it. I think it's funny. I used to do the same thing in school. In school, one kid at one point told me they were going to beat me up after class. So I waited till class ended and I said, we can't leave the class, ma'am. He said, why? Grade 3. I remember. Grade 3 or grade 4. We can't leave the class because there's going to be someone's going to get beat up after school. That's what everyone's going to see. There's these two people here. And I pointed to the big bullies in the class. This asshole and this asshole here are going to beat someone up behind the school. Who? Me. Twice their size. I would have pulverized them. But it's the fact that trolls, I'm a comedian first, eh? You can't forget that, guys. I am a comedian, a stand-up comic. Yes, I could stand up on a stage and speak for an hour and do a comedy sketch. So when I come here and I reply to the trolls, well, that's where my comedy in me, the comedian in me, comes out. And laughing at trolls is the most pleasing thing to do. I'm telling you, I get hard doing it. It just makes me laugh and it's pleasing. Siempre contigo. Saludos cordiales desde Londres. Muchas gracias, provincia de Catamarca, Argentina. Muchas gracias. Thank you very much, Argentina. Junka, thanks again for coming back. You guys rock. Eddie's in the house. Well, I don't know. Well, actually, mine are not because they're French speaking, but they're the baddest. The ones that I've been having problems with. The meanest, anyway, so far, for a couple from France. But my friends from France are also the sweetest. It's that there's that 1 or 2, 3 idiots that make all the French people look bad when in reality the trolls are trolls. And guaranteed, Eddie, the French trolls may be English because the women that attack me are men and the men that attack me are women. They change things up sometimes. And it makes me laugh. Tenuzo, forget about all this celebrity bullshit. Talk about aliens. Oh, is that what you want to talk about, Ace? It's not bullshit, man. My life isn't bullshit, dude. Trust me. I talk about aliens all the fucking time, Tenuzo. Open your ears. I like debating, guys. You know what the worst of it is? Bruce has a big smile, and Bruce, it's hard to attain his heart. It'll never be done. It never has been done. And the trolls are going to be here another 6 years trying to do so. So the celebrity bullshit. I'm the celebrity, by the way, if that's what you mean, Tenuzo. Yeah, a couple of times. Well, that's happens, Julie. Life, eh? Sucks sometimes, but I tell you, I really appreciate when you guys and gals come back to the channel. Not a lot of people stick around. Honestly, you'll see we'll be always the same small bunch here. Most of them don't come back. So, hey, Tenuzo, never seen your face here before. Hey? Come on, start commenting and complimenting about my UFO videos, Tenuzo. You must know my work. Eh? Bullshitter? Celebrity bullshit? Talk about aliens. I am talking about aliens. Penny Bunny's an alien. Hello all. Happy Friday. I hit the thumbs up on my way in. Did you? Thank you very much, the stats. See? Smiles. Little things in life. Give you great big smiles. Right, Penny? Brandy Phillips. I could hear her bitching in the background. It's not possible. I've seen him. Oh, it's not possible. Some people just need to interact with real life people and leave the internet alone. There you go. Okay? We're living in a world of bots. Bots, hackers, trolls, fake people, government agents. You know, That's exactly it, Judy. I'm hanging on to you guys. That's the positive. Thanks a lot, Ken. Robert, you're absolutely right about that. Robert Boyer. You're absolutely right about that, brother. And I would like to. Gaia, very interesting. I met a few people from Gaia. Once again, there's two channels that are in collaboration with Gaia. I presented my work. They were supposed to show my work. Then all of a sudden, Robert, all of a sudden, the Gaia platform held back from showing my work. Yes, I'm going to repeat this. The Gaia platform has been in contact with me a long time ago. All of them. MUFON, the governments in the States, not even my own country. All these supposed government agents and associations, but they never show the work. They want to show the work. They're interested in the work, but they email me and it turns down to how the hell are you getting that? Well, I'm on the moon. Just literally going down to the moon. Yes. Cool. Gray's Place. Jeff Gray, good day from. Can't click that. Oh, Bruce, what's the flag? Great Britain, England, Tokyo. Sorry. I'm pretty sure it's English, British, something. Great Britain, probably. Bruce. First flag I can't understand. I mix up Italy flag with the bread symbol, the Italian symbol of the flag with the other one in Spanish, and then there's a whole bunch. I think it's Iraq or something. Some of these countries have the three same colors, but they just changed the colors up. And I think I'm stoned every morning that I look at these flags. It looks like, what the hell? I thought the blue was on top, and now the yellow's on the bottom, which is funny. Nick Wolf, thanks again for being here. They're trying to get under your skin to affect how your subs perceive. Yes, exactly. That's exactly what they've been doing for 6 years. I'd say just ignore them. 111%, 24/7. All they want is a response to start drama. Yes, and they're the ones crying. But like I said, Penny going around telling people I'm on cocaine. I'm mentioning it because some people are being very offended by what she's saying. So protocol. That rings a bell, Tenuzo. It does ring a bell. Protocols of Xeon. Maybe a while back I had checked into so many theories, Tenuzo. So many theories and stuff. I'm on it today. Hell of a week. Let's get quantum. Yeah, let's do it. I wish I had a quantum computer. I'm telling you. I'll have to buy a copy if you make a movie. Hey, Kai, I appreciate that. And you can be sure, guys, I am going to do a documentary. It's going to be a 2-hour documentary. Stick that out there for $15, $10, real cheap. People will get the chance to view some of my research. It's coming, man, Kai. It's definitely coming because it's a dream for me to be able to write a book or documentary about my research, and I'm definitely going to do that with everything that I caught. I watch you as often as time permits. Thank you so much. Don't always comment. Usually just happen to listen. That's quite okay, Brandy. And thanks so much for taking the time to come and let me know. How's it going, Mr. Dabs? We have Brad Beck. Thanks, you guys. I appreciate that. A wet and windy Washington. Dabs, you're not lucky, brother. No rain here today, guys. Hey, we have full on sun. You see the moon's up in the sky right now, right beside the sun. If you go outside and you look at the sun on the left, move your eye just a little bit to the right, and you're going to see the moon where it is, which is probably going down now a bit more. Look to notice the level of the moon with the sun. They're following each other. Same thing. They're going down together, which is totally weird. Sammy M, hello to you. Thank you very much. Your real community has your back, my friend. Fuck the haters. Yes, absolutely, Crimson. Appreciate that. It's so dramatic when I mention them, boy. It's like the end of the world. Oh my God, Bruce, focus, Bruce, focus. If I focus anymore, I'm going to have to go to the hospital because I'm only doing work. I only do work. I don't do Christmases. I don't do anything. And it has nothing to do with my religion of not doing Christmases because I'm passionate about space research. What would I do Christmas morning? Well, cripes, I want to look at the sky. That's what I want to do every day. That's what I'm going to keep doing every day. I'm going to retire here with you all. You guys are going to see an old white guy with long hair, look like Leonardo da Vinci here, because this is where I'm retiring. David from Idaho, thank you very much, brother. I appreciate that, man. Brad Beck, solar flares. Let's start talking about some solar flares. I filmed them today. Very, very bad. I'm going to get that up. I filmed yesterday's solar flares for you all. Brad, you're going to see the video. I'll get it up right after this, probably between the streams. But that'd be spoiling you guys a bit too much, so, which is totally okay. I had awesome news today, everyone. My son is, congratulations, Judy. Love hearing that. Hallelujah. Just wanted to share my blessing. Well, absolutely. That's awesome. Awesome, Judy. Awesome, awesome, awesome stuff. I feel the love. I feel the love from inside of you people when you come here, and you're very, very energetic and emotional, and some of you are just the best pill, depression pill. Some of you are just like depression pills. It's like, instead of taking a depression pill in the morning, I go read a few comments. And I got to admit, I do like to throw comments. Please don't stop. I love them. I love them. For 6 years, the poor trolls have been saying I've been filming pixelation. They never take the time to see anything. 2016, I was the first amateur astronomer online to start talking in depth about the Terminator line and how it was showing us all the elevation of the surface. Nobody was talking about it. Nobody was talking about the Terminator line showing all that elevation. And when I started talking about it, a lot of people started getting mad. Why do they add the devil number to everything? It's in the news everywhere, always. That's sort of true. And you could also say that for me, because I mean, Mr. Brucey 666 is what I'm stuck labeled with. And I don't know why. I think it was a channel I opened up in 2011 to talk about, yes, the elites, talk about the Freemasons, talk about devils and everything, all the secret societies that people are trying to take over the world with in this dark associations, these dark associations that exist, that a lot of people don't believe that they exist. But it's true. Look at the 66.6 solar flares in 1971. Why would they write 66.6? Would they not just write 66.5? But it's true, that number does come up a lot, Tenuzo. It comes up with in numbers, like, I mean, look at certain gangs that use the FFF. FFF is the sixth letter of the alphabet. It's always there, using that. That's that code. It is awesome, Kai. Thanks a lot, Darla. We had a couple of good rain-free nights this week. Rain here too, man. And it's been a couple nights, exactly, just a couple of nights, and I'm hoping it's going to persist. Good video coming up next. Really good video coming up next of the sunspots and everything. So what do you all think of that UFO that I filmed beside La Palma? Let's go, Brandon. We all agree with that, Eddie. 10-4, man. F you, Biden. Wolf Moon 77. What's up, Bruce? Hailing from Google, Alabama. Thank you very much. Very interesting videos you post. Keep up the great work, brother. Thank you very much. Wolf Moon 77. I appreciate that, man. Nick Savage is in the house. Thanks for being here. We have David says, David Russell. I appreciate that, man. Really appreciate that. And I know the ones that have been here since the beginning, I've seen it all. You saw all the way from the attacks at the beginning, starting with John Beck, Walson, all the attackers. It was horrendous. All the way to the CIA, retired CIA, John Lear, trying to locate my address and stuff. It got really, really, really hot at one point, and that's what pulled in the interest. I had an interview with Project Camelot a long time ago. I looked like a kid in 2016 or 2017 because I was getting stuff on the moon. John Lear had spoken about me, compared me to Copernicus, and said, this guy, the way he's doing his work is absolutely amazing. And then something happened. Whoops. Then things sort of turned and, like turned against me, started getting hacked, all these things started happening, But, yeah, Godfather of ufology, my ass. I think he gave himself that term. Bruce is all, I love my twink and my darling and my popcorn. Always will. That's all I'm going to say about that. I love you for it, Dana, and I know it. I absolutely know it. Like I said, you guys know I'm not forcing my dramatic problems onto you, but you have eyes too to see what's going on around yourselves. Thanks. Bruce says, "Oh, hello, sir. Great to see you. All the awesome things you share with us." Almeida 602, I appreciate that. And there's going to be a lot more things that I'm going to be able to share with you all because um, invested a little bit of more money, which was not a lot, just to be able to do more with the streams and stuff like that. So it's going to be absolutely amazing. Apollo went to the moon with some of the highest solar flares in years. Wow, Gray's Place. That's absolutely incredible when information saying that. Think of it. You wouldn't think that they would because even being in an airplane today with those solar flares, the radiation goes through the plane a little bit. It's scary stuff. So imagine them on the surface of the moon while the sun radioactively sending charges out or coronal mass ejections. Well, be prepared for another CME coming up. Super Dave 44 was mentioning it. I don't know where he got his information, but I'm going to tell you he's probably right because watching the sun, it's telling us the sun that it's going to be bad here on Earth. There's going to be more activity. It takes a couple of days and then it reacts. Thanks again, Nelson. Hey, thank you very much, brother. Thanks, Lloyd. Love you, man. Hoorah. Thanks, you guys. Carrie, Ray, hello. All hello to you. Thanks for being here. Darla, keep it up, Darla. Don't stop. Don't let go. Darla, how many? It'd be fun if you got a number beside you and all you mods that have blocked trolls, Dana, everybody. How many trolls have you guys blocked? It'd be fun to see the number on top, like a little badge with a star. Like, whoop, she blocked 3,000 people. Wow, she gets like a big golden star. Same here, John St. Pierre. Yeah. Yeah, we gotta love the aliens. We are the aliens, probably. We're alien for them, the ones that are outside of this planet, that's for sure. Knowledge 2020, another cool guy. Thanks a lot, man. With another cool channel. Controversial videos that are hard to see that people aren't able to keep up. So I always like mentioning it. Take the time to go check out what he puts up. Every little bit of information and truth that see channels like that putting out about pandemics and whatever associations. It's always awesome. Joyce, are you serious? Hello to you. Thank you very much. Nice to see you, Joyce. Howlin' Piper. Hey, Bruce, just checking in. Thank you very much, you guys, for doing so. I really appreciate that. Got to thank you, man. I had my sister watch, you're welcome, some moon videos. That's all it took. Another believer. Awesome channel, brother. Hey, Alien Bump 72, you have no idea how much that makes me feel great. And that's exactly like when you show a video to somebody and they still don't believe it, it's because they don't want to believe it. If you show a video to someone and they start getting interested, I owe you a lot, man. Thank you very much. I love hearing that. Definitely. 120, I'm half an hour behind. You're right about that, Craig 1971. Is it true the head of NASA has admitted there is aliens? Yes, there's some talk about it. Thanks again, Craig. Yes, Patty, there's some talk about it. What they're saying, that the alien life form could possibly exist. I'm not going to confirm it to you though. Listen, they're telling us that they don't know if it's a foreign country trying to do stuff or whatnot, so 666. Well, 666 is also a number that for some people in some religions, it's a lucky number. In some Asian cultures, if I'm not mistaken, I'm no guru about religions, but 666 is a number that represents a lucky number for some certain cultures. I think it's Asian cultures, some certain, the swastika was another thing. When a lot of people see a swastika or something on the forehead of someone praying, a monk or something like that in a very religious area, and they're like, "Oh my God, what are they doing with swastikas?" No. They had that on their forehead a long time, far before Adolf used it, and he went and took that, for him, that symbol for him. I have a most important question in mind. What would an alien What would an alien like on pizza? Should it be gluten-free and vegan? I love these questions. Would that be even pizza then anymore? Yeah, I agree with you. That's not pizza anymore. but I appreciate the ones that want to go vegan. But yeah, listen, what would they put on their pizzas? Hopefully not human, not humans. Like some eyeballs in the center and ears around the edges. So anyways, I won't get into it. My morbid imagination. What would they put on pizzas? What would they leave with a pizza that's considered all dressed? I wonder. Aliens have invisible ships. I wonder if their food's invisible. Like, how boring would it be to eat something you can't see? I did not see Daddy around. Hey, Daddy. Sounds weird, eh? Anyone have their costumes picked out for Halloween? Yeah, what are you people dressing up as Halloween? Hey, guys, October 31st, Halloween stream. I will be streaming maybe between 7, 8, or 9 in the evening before it gets dark. It has to be before it gets dark because I have to be outside filming by 9 o'clock, latest 8:45. We'll have we'll talk about some ghoulish things. It's Halloween. We'll talk about entities, about a whole bunch of things. Got a couple of clips of a video. It got me as the sorcerer, my sorcerer video of me. I integrated myself into an image and I became this light figure, which was called the sorcerer. I'll be showing that, which I think I actually showed it last year at Halloween, which I laughed when I found that out this year. Andrew, have you seen the movie Above? I didn't, man, and I should. I'm. It's actually embarrassing the fact that I didn't. It references almost every topic we've ever talked about. That's what I wanted to hear, man. Above Majestic. Must be some trailers online and a whole bunch of things. I'm gonna have to look that up. But yeah, so it's happening now. In the movies, they're actually talking about everything. Hang back. Désolé, hey, excuse-moi, mon ami Tawa. Sauter au-dessus de toi. Frédéric Morin, merci encore d'être ici, mon frère. Nico, saludos desde Cordoba, Argentina. Thanks again, guys. Hello, muchas gracias. Hola, bienvenido. Bienvenidos a todos a mi canal de investigación. OVNIs, la luna. Ufologica. That's not a word. I made that one up. Up, something went wrong. Bruce is gone. Nick, where are you, Nick? I hope I'm still here, you guys. Is it true that the head of NASA admitted? Yeah, you said that, eh? I didn't hear that information, but I'm pretty sure Patty is probably going to come up at one point. Peter Benton and everyone, Floyd, Darla, all you guys and gals here being mods, the stats, greatly appreciated. Brandy, Benny's here now. Hello, been a while, but I'm back. Thanks a lot, Benny. Nice to see you, brother. I hope everything's good, man. World's crazy. A lot of us, we don't have time to do everything we want to do anymore. I don't even know who these people are. That makes me relieved. Yes, absolutely. The less we know, the better it is sometimes. Drama gets some views. Well, yeah, they get some hacked too. It's a little thing that you guys don't know. There's a lot of channels watching, just waiting to hack the ones that are attacking my channel. So I send them off, and I clean my hands on being a hacker. I don't have to do the work. We love you. We watch your back, and I know it, and I can't thank you enough. But the more attention you give them, the more of your videos they save and repost on theirs too. Get more attention. Let wish them peace and see you, or see you. Well, sometimes I have to mention them the stats. That's the very sad part, and it's a game. The game online is to be the most popular, apparently. It's not about showing research. It's about being the most popular, I guess. Not for me, but yeah. So somebody got emailed the stats 3 times today. 3 emails from Penny Bunny, the little evil shitty bunny, that sent emails to 3 of my patrons on Patreon to say that Bruce is doing things, right? Is doing bad things. And these people are emailing me. And I'm not going to say what they said because I don't want the person that was emailed to get caught. And that's how it is. So they continue, they persist and stuff like that. I think it makes good action. My goal is to expose what the hell's up on the moon. The trolls, anything else that they want. I control the trolls. I like having the overhand on them. Many of their channels have been taken down, and they'll never know who took them down. And it's just a beautiful thing that when you attack someone that's walking on a straight path, that person always remains on the straight path, and others will go to bat for them. Benny. But of course, the stats, it's a very positive thing that you said, which I appreciate. Yeah, Benny, I said hi to Benny before. Thanks again, man, for coming back. Hey, Christy. Christy made it. I'm free for 20 minutes and 20 minutes. Oh, and now it's what time? So 1:30. So she's gone because I missed her because I'm stuck on top. Norma. Hey, muchas gracias. Buenas tardes. Te saludo desde Argentina. Muy bueno tu canal. Wow. Hey, my gosh. Thank you. What the heck? You became a member on my channel. Wow. Guys, seriously. A Spanish speaking person becomes a member of my channel. It's absolutely incredible. Give me a second here. Opposite English to Spanish. Wow. Absolutely incredible. Wow. Muchas gracias, guys, for becoming. Oh, I'm going to have to write. I don't even know how to say this. Muchas gracias. Hablas español. Y viniste aquí de todos modos. Whoa. I mean, no, probably wrong. Overwhelmed. I have Spanish speaking people here becoming a member. Norma, I love you. Thanks, you guys. Random. That's me. Well, I'm declaring that there's going to be some. I don't know if they're actually declaring that there's some. I think Super Dave 44 mentioned something about a upcoming CME supposed to come by. Corona mass ejection. I guarantee it. With what the way the sun is right now, it is horrible. The phone lines are going to go down, guys. It's a matter of time, eh? Reach your family members. I'll be watching the mail, Floyd. Also, watch your family members and let them know where you could reach them if ever something really did happen that everything went out that you guys know it. Like you could be at work and maybe there's a 3 or 8 hour period you won't be able to reach your family and stuff that could cause some problems. So it's maybe important without flipping out. Like when things go down, let them go down. But it's important to for food and stuff like that to have some things that are maybe canned and stuff that you don't necessarily have to heat up just to help you out during the month. I went and got some rice. $30 of rice. I don't think I'll ever have to buy any more rice there. I have enough rice to raise the house now. This big ass bag of rice, but you never know. It could be handy. So at least, I got rice. So if there's any weddings, when the electricity's off, I'll be able to throw rice at people at the weddings. Stock up on some things and do it weekly. Next month or this week, I'll go get that. How many of you don't have batteries at home but have 16 flashlights? We all have flashlights without batteries. We'll go get some batteries. Maybe it could help you. Thanks again, Christy, for being here. Christopher Rollins. Sorry I missed you, brother. Christopher Rollins is in the house. Trolls be trolling. That's how it is. You see, I have a good community because my community are not thrashers. You all always tell me, Bruce, just let them be. Just keep doing your thing. Keep walking a straight path. So I'm proud of you guys for being good people, really, really good people. Thank you very much, Howlin' Piper. Dana Shiver. Hope she's all settled into her new place. selected breed. Well, they are a selected breed. Yes, that's true. We call them gins. Yes. Hey, Forced Disclosures here. I didn't see them. Well, you see, this is what I'm having after the stream. After the stream, I'm going to have my breakfast, which is going to be 2:13. You know, that's why I'm big, guys. If you want to be as big as me, don't eat. I don't know what it is. I think I have camel genes in me to conserve like water. I have like 2 humps. I got 1 hump here, but I could lose weight as fast as I gain, though. That's the worst of it. Up and down all the time. I'm always up and down. Let's go, Brandon. Best chant for America. It really is. Wasn't it very sad when the people on the news media, which most likely was CNN or someone like that, MSNBC, whoever, said, "Oh, look, Brandon, they're chanting for you. They're encouraging you." And you listen in the background, you're hearing, "Fuck you, Biden." It was hilarious. They try to change the perception of people. I bet you a lot of people said it wasn't "fuck you" that they said. It was "let's go, Brandon." I hear it. But it's true that if they tell you that they're saying "let's go, Brandon," you probably will hear "let's go, Brandon." It was very funny. Hell yeah, extra streams. Yes, the Divine Sorcerer. I promise. I promise to get some extra streams up, and ones where we'll look at all the footage and everything together. It'll be awesome. Love your channel, but I'm poor and really want a telescope. What's the cheapest, best technology for me to get into this? Listen, Alien Bump 72. If you want to get on the moon, okay, or you want to look at stars, there's different types of telescopes. There's refractor telescopes, and some are better for stars. And refractor telescope, I was suggested, and again, that was just a suggestion that Celestron told me was better to get the moon. So it depends on what you want to do. I started out with an Astromaster 70 EQ, which was a very small telescope, but very good focal length and good aperture and everything. It was a very good scope. The one that I would suggest would be this size. And this scope I've showed before, that's the size. And this scope at this size, okay, is a 4.7 inch, not quite 5-inch telescope. And this costs just a telescope approximately in Canadian. So if you're American, it'll be cheaper, but you know what I mean. This exchange, it's about $1,000, a bit more, a couple hundreds more. But I also had a solar imager with it. So if you're not ready to buy a camera, Christopher Rollins went and got his 14-inch telescope. He didn't go get a camera right away with it. He's using other devices, but that's okay. He'll upgrade to bigger and bigger and bigger. He won't have to upgrade his telescope. His telescope is 14 inches. He'll just be able to upgrade the cameras like I'm doing right now. I got the D850. I could do more cameras, and don't jump on the D850 if you don't know about it. Get the camera that suits you, but it's the price range. I would say, $1,000 is a bit much. If you want to get smaller than that, well, and don't go to Celestron. It will be less expensive for other makes and stuff, but you get what you pay for. If you pay a lot for a telescope, you'll have all that much more that you pay for. That's what they say. But if ever, Alien Bump 72, because I'm not telling you much right now. I didn't tell you much. I know it's probably not even going to help you. If there's any model telescope that you fall upon that you want to ask me, maybe my opinion or something like that, like maybe is it good or is it bad? I'm no professional or genius, but I can give you my heads up on it and stuff like that. Hope that helped a little bit, Alien Bump 72. Framing Carpenter, hey Bruce, asking for a friend. Has anybody heard from You All Know the Earthquake, a YouTuber also on Twitch? Anyone? I'm not familiar with him. Sorry. Trail cam in my barn and I have rack. Ooh. Hey, you got to post that, Christy. You got to post your videos. Thank you very much, Frederick. Merci. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate that. You guys. DJ Kenny Rec is here. Love and respect from New York City, best city in the world. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Random, every time I hear about dolphin or whale mass beaching, I wonder I wonder whether we're in for an earthquake or volcano eruption. I do feel there's about one and the other. Yes, that's well said, Matt. Lots of you like me, we're awake, and some of you are really seeing what's going on, and you're able to actually predict maybe what's going to happen in the coming days or weeks and stuff. And I think more and more of us are doing that now. More and more of us are doing it. High dollar, nope, neighbor, put off work until afternoon. It's raining, but have to be somewhere at 11. Of course. Take time for yourself, my dear. Highlanders here. Hey, and Sun and Moon Man, number one. Thank you. Good luck from Cologne, Germany. Thank you very much, Germany, for being here. Jacqueline Darty from Belfast, Northern Ireland. Love your channel. Thanks a lot, Jacqueline. I appreciate that. Really appreciate it. I get a lot of people that connect with the channel from different countries, and I think it's just absolutely amazing. Thanks for appreciating the work. Next video is pretty good. Some good sun videos, and don't forget, my sun videos, I only show the good stuff. All I can do is show the solar flares for about 2-3 minutes, and then we go to other flares. I'm going to add on today's video that's going to be uploaded for you today's sun footage at the same time as I will be outside taking a little quick look at the sun again. What I do is I set up, it's a lot of battery time. I'll set up for hours, even if I'm not outside, in case something does go by the sun. And it doesn't always happen that I see something go by the sun. Since the last captures, 2 or 3 captures, I haven't seen anything else yet. But of course, there was no sun. There's no sun outside. It wasn't a beautiful day. So until there's that beautiful day. Thanks again, Jacqueline from Ireland. Awesome. You guys from Ireland, I love you for it. Forced disclosure, there he is. I'm scrolling down because I don't do that. And if I scroll down, I'll see Carlos. Whoops, I saw Carlos. I see Victory. One of the biggest holidays is coming up. Boo. One of the biggest holidays is coming up. Oh, okay. Christmas. Yeah. Damn right, boo. Boo, because we're not allowed being in families anymore. I do hope that you still will all go. When the government tells you can't see your daughter, please go see her anyways. Oh my God. What a world we live in. So sad. There's true evil in this world. Danny Last. You said it, man. You said it, man. Definitely. Hey, Diane Moore. Nice to see you. As always, thank you so much for stopping by. CE5 circles here. Almost skipped over him. Bruce, the CME is massive, mate. X1, this is just the start of it. So, hey, Simon, I love you, man. Thanks. Guys, is the CME supposed to hit or come soon? Is this something that occurred, or is it something that's on the verge of occurring? Because I'll be honest with you, I'm going to show you the sun today, what it looks like. There's solar flares all over the sun, on the left, on the top, on the right, and the bottom. They're all over. Big flares. The magnetic fields are aligning themselves up. So have they sent drones into the sun yet? What are they waiting for to send a drone into the sun? When a big black spot opens up, you have a hole of 65,000 kilometers down into the sun that you could send some type of sensor or something to go down close to the surface. Be fun to be able to see closer to the surface of the sun. It's made of ionized gas. The sun is plasma. That's all it is. And it has the blinkers. So all that plasma that is ever so hot, but hotter the further you get from the sun. Don't forget, the closer you get to the sun's surface, the warmer it is, even though it's not warm, but it's warmer. But getting inside of those sunspots to go see what's inside of the sun, under the plasma, inside, it's probably a spaceship, to be honest with you. Probably a spaceship. Definitely. Bailey Jerome, thank you very much for being here. Divine Sorcerer 666 isn't bad. It's the molecules of, yes, it's in our DNA. It is the number of man, not the number of beast. That's the worst of it. So maybe we're all beasts, but you're absolutely right about that. Molecules of man, 6 electrons, 6 protons, and 6 neutrons. And you're absolutely right about that in the DNA process of the human. It's there, the 666. But they don't say it like that, right? But it's true. And you're absolutely right. I learned that much of what you said there, which is very intriguing when you think of it. Yeah, the BS and harassment and threats you put up with is just freaking stupid. Yeah, thanks, Kirk. Yeah, and they're bad. Far worse than what people think. And if people think that I could do a channel without talking about them and just keep doing my little thing after being harassed like that, it's not going to happen. People have to know that they're harassing me because some of them get their computers burnt with that. And they focus so hard. I know Penny right now is watching every stream that I do, and she hates it, but she's stuck here. She's the one here, and she's the one giving my channel attention when she talks about me being a cokehead or something like that. White teeth, you don't do coke when you have white teeth, right? I drink coffee, my teeth are still white. Somebody on cocaine does not have any teeth, basically. I've been net binging. Hey, that's always cool. I like my bingers when they come binge my videos. Mix Mayhem, the orbs we saw and what you show are what we and the Hopi Indians call them watchers. Beautiful. I love that. Yes, thank you. And starred lower or Kashina. I learned that very recently. The blue Kashina that I heard about that story. Beautiful story. And yeah, thanks for sharing that. They are here to watch over humanity, and maybe they are what we see on the moon. That's absolutely awesome comment. Thanks for sharing that. Thank you very much. Jamie Hall from Kentucky. Thanks, Jamie. It is, Darla. Love is contagious. That's why I talk about my trolls so much. I love the attention. We have iRage in the house. Orwell's Bud, thanks a lot for stopping by. I really appreciate that, my friends. Scrolling down a bit more, I'm at 2 o'clock now. I'm catching up, guys. Bailey Jerome, thanks again. Dave's not here, man. Bruce, you keep showing the truth, brother, and I will keep watching and show those who are asleep. Thank you so much. Love you, brother, for it. Thanks, you guys. Hey, Burns in the house. Thanks, Burn. Hey, Quinn, thanks for stopping by, as always. Hey, that's a good ideal cup of tea. You hear me, Simon? Domes on the moon. I'll be right there, Simon, let you know my take on that while you're drinking your tea, brother. Which is tea's probably done. Diane Moore, I think the same, except it's rusted or broken down, you know? Yeah, that's right. And Simon says, domes on the moon, Bruce. That's it. That's interesting. Talk about that. Let me get a coffee and I'll be sorry, everybody. Unprofessional here. I'll get some coffee. There we go. Coffee and an amazing conversation with my amazing community. Already 2:30. Jeez, going by fast. Goes by fast when we have fun. You know, at the beginning, Simon, when I started filming the moon, those pill-shaped objects that we see a lot on the surface, I still see a lot of them. They do look like domes. I have no proof that they're domes, and I never was able to prove it, but you must know about the image I'm going to talk about right now. As a matter of fact, I know for a fact that you know about it. There's a NASA image that shows an actual dome on the surface, and it actually looks like some type of glass or something that's all broken up in layers as it's coming across the image. You can see it across the surface. I myself believe that there are the domes, and everything looks dome-ish from far out. And when you zoom in close, that's the difference with what I did. Where I was seeing domes when I was far out, when I zoomed in, the domes became other shapes. So I have seen dome-shaped objects. Hey, Simon, I've seen perfect circles and recorded it and posted in videos. Perfect large circle next to Plato crater. For those of you that have been here since the beginning, that I've been showing these things, there's perfect geometrical shapes also on the surface. But I do believe that there could be domes. I have a hard time, I'm not going to hide it, being able to, like when I see something round on the moon, it looks dome shaped. I Can I confirm that it's a dome? I'd like to get in a bit closer. But I have seen them in the NASA images. I've seen them on some other channels too, Simon, that the domes could possibly exist. Now, what I would think these domes could be would be an entity that was either inhabited there or an entity that was an ancient entity or recent entity, human or not, could be there. It remains so incredibly interesting when you think of it. Yes, my friend Simon in the house. I'm happy some of you are interacting and getting to know each other, and you go to some of your own channels and stuff. That's all cool. I got a flashback in my head. I'm thinking of Frank Castle for some reason. And the castle close to one of the landing spots. Yeah, well, it's funny you mentioned that. I've showed what. Wow. Actually, I do see an area that actually looks like a castle, like a broken up castle, like literally columns of this big object that looks like it's all broken up. So interesting. Missy L, out of the blue. Do you think I'm a hacker or something? Thanks a lot. Why did somebody tell you were a hacker, Missy L? If you're not a hacker, you shouldn't be so offended. I had to add that. I don't even know what she's talking about. But like I said, Missy L, now all of a sudden it's like, I don't know what happens. There's something in the air. Sometimes some people explode. So who's calling you a hacker, Missy L? You let me know and I'll take care of it. Bacon pizza? Oh, sickening. That is so low. I stopped ordering in restaurants because, trying to save up my money. And when I hear bacon pizza, sometimes I make my own. And you know how I make them? I should make a recipe. A recipe, actually. A recipe show. I always wanted, like Don DeLuise, this funny cooking show or something. Anyways, I got the size. But bacon pizza, excuse me. You got me laughing here. You got to try it with pita bread, guys. Have you ever made a pizza with just pita bread? Actually, no, sorry. The wraps, I meant, not the pita bread. I'm sorry. The pita bread's good too, but I mean with the wraps, regular wraps, like a wrap, those round things like the tortilla, the wraps, and you put the wraps in a pan, put all your pizza and seasoning and sauce and pepperoni and cheese and everything on it, and it's like a thin crust pizza. It's absolutely gorgeous. It costs a little less expensive than the regular pizzas, but bacon pizza, that sounds good. Ears, eyeballs, hands and ears and nose and mouth. Did you see that video, Petty? Poor Petty was streaming on a toilet bowl. I thought that was cute. Join us Friday night live, 8 p.m. Eastern time. And that's what time we'll be on here tonight. Doing live streams, we'll be looking at a whole bunch of stuff too at the same time. Lise, merci. Thanks, guys. Let's scroll down. Thrifton, Preston Miracles. Bonjour, Bruce. Hi from Quebec. Thank you very much at 2:04. Sorry I missed that, you guys. You're my inspiration. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you for all your precious works. I've captured a couple of frames of spacecraft with alien invisible foods. Yeah, I'm there now. That's where I'm at. These silly, my silly equations or silly theories. Thrifton, Preston Miracles. Thanks a lot. Welcome, Quebec. Always happy to see my friends from Quebec here following the channel. There's not enough people in Quebec following this channel. But once I get a lot of people in Quebec, then I'll be able to do some conferences, go and travel maybe, go meet a whole bunch of people. It's going to happen. Pepperoni, pineapple, and person with bacon. That it would make sense though. The pepperoni, right, to get the Italian taste. Like if you want to eat human with Italian, just spread pepperoni on them. pineapple for the sweetness because it goes with the toes, I guess, and bacon. I'd eat the bacon first. Thanks again, Thrift and Preston Miracles. Merci beaucoup. Thanks again. I really appreciate that. It could be both. It could be both. That would be creepy, eh? What the hell is he doing? Is he having sex or is he having a burger? Eh? But eggplants, yeah, maybe some eggplant. Could be people who lived in Atlantis. Very interesting, Diane. Of course, we may never know. You're absolutely right about that, Diane. It's probably something that we will never know, but it always comes down to the same things, right? Like when we talk about aliens and humans and even the Bible and all this, it always comes down to Atlantis. It does come down to Atlantis. I've been having these visions of La Palma volcano melting like it's doing, which it's not just visions, it's actually happening, but that underneath La Palma volcano is actually an ancient civilization. So where that mountain was formed, right at that level, once that mountain goes down, if they go and dig there and stuff, I believe that we are over our ancestors, a couple of maybe 100 feet over them. Everything's buried under us. The big columns and everything that they did back in the days would last longer than us. Our pots and pans won't last. Your pan, you leave it out for 3 years. Okay. It's going to be totally rusted. And 10 years, there will be nothing left to it. But in the olden days, the big pots that they had, the cement columns and all that, it's very hard to hide all those columns unless you destroy it with a bomb, right? That's probably what happened way back too, when you think of it. Bruce, the CME is X1, very big. Yep. Flare, we got an X6 or above. Not good. What? Yeah, that's extremely dangerous. If there's an X6, that's enough to take out the entire grid, the entire electrical grid. I don't know if it has to do with the health, but I've been feeling tired this month, really tired. And it's not something that ever occurs to me because I don't sleep, because I don't get tired. Now it's like, I don't know. Sunspots today. Let me take I'm double checking right now. Hey, Simon, I'm going to let you know where I go, man. You guys probably go to your own spots and stuff like that. And there's many places that I go to, but sunspot regions, solar activity, where I go to take a quick look at what the sun looks like. There's always a snapshot there. Is I go to spaceweatherlive.com. If ever you guys want to know where I'm looking at some of the sun data, I'm not getting any info from that channel aside. So I get my hiccups. I'm sorry. Aside from every day when they talk about the coronal mass ejection. So in other words, on the 28th, I think, of September, if I'm not mistaken, we had an X1 class solar flare, or actually coronal mass ejection. So now if you're saying that there's an X6, I don't know if you know it. X6 is freaking bright. So what I filmed today on the sun, which I have the footage right there, but I didn't go see, if there's some bright spots and X sized flares, we're going to see them. We're going to see them in what I did. I go there sometimes. I'm just getting into understanding the radio flux and the way the sun rotates and stuff. And it's not easy. It's a very complex, it's heliophysics. Heliophysics, this year I studied a lot in heliophysics. NASA, that's what they're doing. NASA right now is experimenting, testing, analyzing the sun to try to understand it. They're looking at La Palma volcano to try to see what's going to happen. La Palma volcano has been erupting continually, by the way. Now, back in 71, before that, it goes all the way back to 1450s there. They show all the dates of the eruptions. And when you go to La Palma, they have this Viente Quembre. They talk about the southern part of where the heat is coming from, because that volcano, there's a source, a heat source, a vent or lava tube that is going to that mountain or leaving that mountain, going to the mountain actually, that is that heat source. I'm dripping kind of alphabet style. Maybe it's because I understood something else, but if you said a joke, I think, and I think I understood it, but I thought it was pretty funny. I'm dressing up as, he says, LGBFJB, kind of alphabet style. Oh my gosh. It's too fun now. There's so much that we can do. Comedians are rewriting their comedy acts now. They're going to be able to, you know. I laughed at my prime minister. Our prime minister doesn't know how to pronounce the LGBTQ PFC9607002 people or genders. He never gets it right. Poor guy. Doesn't understand it. Yeah, we'll be watching for those flares. I'll be definitely watching. Geronimo, West Texas, thank you very much. Aliens, Fallen Angels, says Marcus. Weekend, thank you very much. And other satanic creatures will be official by 2022. I hope so. Maybe I shouldn't hope so, but I mean, I hope so that it does come out, Marcus. And I believe it. We see what's going on now with the anonymous leagues and the secret truth seekers that are, all the way down from Edward Snowden to some recent ones that are still being caught or looked for, run after. There's some bad people running this world. There's some bad associations, and the associations are funded by some of the companies that we trust and believe in. And that, I believe, is all going to come out. Like Marcus says, in 2022 will be pretty much out. I hope so. I'm going as Liberator, no masks, and red, white, and blue. That, yeah, you rock, man. You're my type of guy. You're my type of friend. That's exactly what I do. Flag on your back. And that's it. No masks. You know what you should do? You should drag a bunch of masks and tie them to the bottom of the back of your feet and shoes, and just drag a trail of masks. Like, hey, screw this shit. Stand up strong, you guys, for your countries, and believe in what you believe in, and don't ever let any government tell you what to do with your kids either. Those are things that I'm seeing a lot of people. They're just too good. People are too good. They got us too lenient here on Earth. We have to get those warriors inside of us back out, because that's what the government's afraid of. The warriors inside of us. We're all warriors. Keep calm and perseverance, Brucey, my son. Thank you very much for that wise information, my friend. Thailand, Marcus, thank you very much. I appreciate that, my friend. So let me scroll all the way down. Yeah, 3 emails. Yeah, well, that's so far from people that are getting information about Penny, asking things about me, and if they know things about me, or if they know the where I'm living and stuff like that. They're talking about lawyers' letters and stuff. They're playing with fire, and somebody just found out that Penny's doing that. Like I said, well, anyways, you guys know Penny gets trolled, eh? I used to go to her channel. I spoke up for Red, Right, and Disclosure. I spoke up for that girl. That's why she loved me. That's why she loved me. I should share all my love letters with her while she was married. Oh, that would be so bad. Maybe they'll use that X1 as excuse to shut it all down. Hopefully. I think so. I think so, man. I think that's what they're going to do. I think you're absolutely right about that. Saying, yeah, I see it, Kai. That's their style. They're going to bring it up on the news. Massive corona mass ejection. Stay home from work today. Don't go to work today. Stay home and be sure you have enough water at home and prepare on batteries and stuff. And then you're going to go to the store to buy a battery, and batteries are going to be $10 each. That's what they did here in the big ice storm in the end of the 90s here in Quebec and Montreal. Gas went up. We couldn't gas our cars. Candles were $10 for a little white candle. $10. Yeah, those stores had to pay for having fuck the people over when that happens, because that's what stores do. Things, oh my gosh, people like Walmart realizes that for some reason today everyone's going to be running after a battery pack or something. Well, their battery packs will go up to 120 instead of 85. They rob people. I'm not saying Walmart necessarily. You right off the bat, you don't trust that area. When you walk into Walmart and they have nothing on the walls, it's all on the floor. I said that to one woman working there. She was like, "What?" It didn't make any sense. Where's your wall stuff? Walk into Walmart and ask the woman, "Where's all your wall stuff?" She'll look at you with a face. Anyways, I thought it was funny. A warm welcome, Thailand. I can't help but think the Moon and Skinwalker Ranch aren't connected in some way. Yeah, David, that's another scary place. All this experimentation that's going on with on humans and whatnot. I mean, it's something really really big. The alien secret, definitely more deep or darker than what probably many people think. Obviously, Andrew, thank you, brother. I didn't see that. Search the name John G. Trump. He has N Tesla safe. John G. Trump. John G. Trunk. Trump. I heard about that Tesla safe. I didn't know about that. That's a good one. Tro sucking the life out of good channels. Stay vigilant. Brother, thank you, Dead Poles. Yeah, I will do, man. It's all thanks to you guys. That it's a pleasure doing so, my friends. The UG hub in Kentucky went down, cutting UG forces in half. That's another horrible thing. Horrible thing. I see all my friends in the military, some of them having to be forced to take or not take what I'm talking about. I think it's every person's rights. My body, my choice. It's only a matter of time till I think everything hits the fan, because now we have doctors, lawyers, military people, cops, judges on strike. Yep. Every actor that will speak up against the leftists, right? Red and blue pills. It's one or the other, right? Well, anyone that stands up, any actor that stands up against the elites will not ever be back acting. Dave Chappelle just got caught most recently, and you will not see Dave Chappelle anymore. He's also on Netflix. Netflix is the only one that have not canceled him yet. But then again, he went to Netflix office, and they considered him like he was a shooter coming into an area to shoot up the place, because Dave Chappelle is against what the elites are saying and against what the mandates are forcing people to do. Do you think Elon Musk's artificial intelligence will take over humanity? I think so. And that's an awesome picture, by the way. And Induranzi, thank you very much. And yes, listen, do you think Elon Musk's artificial intelligence will take over humanity? Look at it like Albert Einstein, who was confronted by both Hitler and the Americans got to him first to help them create the nuclear atomic bombs and all that, and the processes and the theories and the equations and everything that they came up with. I do believe Elon Musk is a bit of a similar situation, if you want to. I'm not comparing their whether they're both smart or not. I wouldn't know. They're smart. They're both smarter than me. I'll tell you that. But I do think that Elon Musk's artificial intelligence can possibly ruin humanity. He warned about it, Elon Musk himself, talking about the artificial intelligence, that it could take over man, and it's not necessarily a good thing, depending on which side that they want to go. All right. That was an interesting question. Thanks a lot for letting me know that. T's Garage. Plan for the future upload on Rumble or Odyssey. That's great information, guys. I'm on Odyssey. The minute if I ever disappear here, and I won't, I would appear on Odyssey. And I will be on Twitter. I will be my southern accent. What's going on? I will be on Facebook, which has now become Meta. I heard. I don't know if it's true, but I heard that Facebook will no longer exist. The name. It'll be called Meta. I don't like Meta as an area where I would go. Like, it's like saying, hey, come to Metadata Leaks for your private postings. No, that doesn't sound very good. Yeah. But that was a good one, Induranzi. Thank you very much. Yeah, I do. It's the stats. You too. I see a lot of people showing up on other channels. We meet each other on certain other channels sometimes. It's fun. It's fun interacting. Absolutely. I never attack any one person, but if I'm attacked, I will rain down bad energy and then knock on their door and ask. Oh, so you're okay. So Floyd does understand me then. Thank you. What's your problem? Good time at this time of the year, Halloween. It is. It is absolutely. And no, I much respect for what you said. I never attack any one person. I don't attack them. But if someone's attacking me, well, you stand up and you'll rain down some bad energy. So guilty as charged for me too, definitely. And I'll continue. Saw a great video that shows the relationship between solar flares and Earth's magnetic shielding. Wow, I rage. That's what I'm studying right now. It's exactly what I'm trying to learn myself, how it's affecting Earth's magnetic fields, the magnetosphere, the ionosphere, the stratosphere. There's all these things that people have space channels like me, and we show certain things, but being able to explain everything to people, there's a lot of research that has to be done. So that was a good one. Saw a great video that shows the relationship between solar flares and Earth's magnetic shielding. It flares, if flares subside, magnetic shielding does too. Yes. And it's going to be more dangerous. So La Palma volcano was dangerous because the sun wasn't active. So maybe right now the sun is so active and it is causing La Palma to be active, but maybe it's actually causing La Palma to be less active than it really would be if we were in the solar minimum. Because the solar minimum in 1971, the sun was dead. It was slow. It was really slow. And as from 1971 to 1974, it started getting a lot quieter, a lot cooler. There were less flares. The flares, like I said, went to 104.6 to 66.6 solar flares during the year. That's a lot. That's half, almost half less, almost 50% less than the regular solar flares that there were. But seeing what the sun is doing right now, it's the first time in my 5 years completed of research, now my sixth starting. I've never seen solar flares like that. I've never been able to give you guys solar flares and show you solar flares like that because they've not been that bad. We got some here preparing all year. Yes, exactly. So do I. I prepare ahead. I mention it to my family. We know, things like what's going to go on. And oh, this is interesting. What does that do? Looking at my new options here. Gonna have some cool streams, guys. Bugger. So I'm starting to wonder if Floyd's not checking me out at night. I'm not gonna lie. What I did is I'm preparing for my brunch. Got my bacon just melting, just ready to go into my eggs. You guys want me to whip up some breakfast right here for y'all? Cooking with Bruce. That would be the funniest show. I think so. Barbara Patrick, we love you in a beautiful Maryland, Bruce. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Why are you calling me a tub of lard? Okay. Get a tub of lard and cut vents near sides of top. Put long taper candle in center. Give heat and light for, yeah, that's exactly true. Careful with candles. Stay safe and warm. Very true, man. Like back in the old days, dude, this is what everyone was doing that people don't know. I mean, we don't know. Like, don't ask me how to make a garden. Little stupid, little silly things that some of us don't know. Okay, I learned in life, but it's all those things that people should know. Like I learned very thoroughly how to convert salt water if I'm stranded on an island without having, needing any matches to make the fire, and how to make my own fire. If ever I got stuck to do that, sure, I'd look stupid going like this, trying to start with a rod of fire, but it happens. It's easy to do. You put some little dried grass in it, start blowing in it and stuff to try to make things. I mean, kids today, they're like, we got lighters. That's all we need. We don't need anything else. But changing salt water to regular water to be able to drink the right out of the salt water. You can make your own water. Just it boils it, you distill it, and like a little distillery with pipes, and you can put just mud to get all your pipes to hold with the heat of everything, and the rock, and you dig a hole. Anyways, I learned that because it's things that it could save our lives. Like, no, not now, but if everything's blown out, like there's a big hole from here to, I don't know, the Antarctica, and it's like I'm all alone. Well, there's ways that we could endure, to be able to last a lot longer on Earth, eating and learning things on how to get water and all that. It's important. Bradley, great big thanks for being a member, my friends. I appreciate it so much. My son's name is Brandon, and he loves Let's Go, Brandon. That's what I mean, man. This is what I need. Dave's not here, man. I need a popular president to be called Bruce. Then more people will probably find my channel, because right now, Bruce, the last person, when you're looking for Bruce, you're looking for Bruce Springsteen, or you're looking for Bruce Lee. A little old. It's been, when you think of it, but I need a popular person to be called Bruce, where people will start looking for Bruce, the name Bruce. Jim Carrey came out at one point, Bruce Almighty. Well, then, okay, for a couple of years, people were calling me Bruce Almighty, but now there's nothing anymore. I'm nothing. May the Schwartz be with you, a lot of you tell me. As was it Schwartz balls or something like that? That old movie, probably about the last movie I watched. Thanks again, Bradley, and thanks for being members, you guys. Thanks for coming with your families, for showing your families the videos and sharing the videos. I mean, it's just absolutely amazing. Ms. Tree, Bruce, I haven't seen you on live for a while. I'm back. Missed you and mods. Thank you so much, Ms. Tree. I remember you. Oh, yeah, a lot of action here all the time. Thanks for coming back. You show the real stuff. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Michael McNally. I appreciate that, bro. Love you, man. Thanks a lot. Locked out of the swamps. Open door. Christopher, I've been coming to this channel at least 4 years with no problems. Thanks, man. I haven't trolled or said anything bad to anyone, but I can tell a big difference with several here have me guilty by association. Yeah, thanks for sharing that, man. Thank you for sharing that. That's what happens, But I can tell a big difference with several here have me guilty by association. Probably right. But say to yourself, it's all the ones doing the confusion and the drama. They're the ones causing all these problems. We were all fine a couple of weeks ago before Penny's stream and before a couple channels started pulling away from me. We were all just fine. And then it's just creating these little fake scenarios. You'll always be welcome here, Christopher Rollins. You never said anything about me, man. You came here, you laugh, you go on channel. Dude, we're not going to hide it. You go on channels that I no longer even talk to now, and we're still able to, you and I, sit here and say, hey, dude. Well, it's always going to be that way. That's perfect. That's how I want it to stay. If I was in charge, I would put Bruce in charge of NASA and all of the lunar programs. That would be amazing. Imagine the honor, though, eh? And the worst of it is that I would then have to shut up, and I wouldn't be able to tell you guys about what's going on. Yeah, that's well said, Maz. Anyone seriously thinks Biden open borders because he's good, pure evil. Epstein, etc. Yes, well said. We all know. Yes, Epstein. Well written too, etc. Shut down. So Ped's ruling class need their fix, and it's very, very sad. But it is the Ped ruling class, which isn't it scary. When I found that out, Maz, it just incredible. How many kids missing after crossing border? Lots. It is very, very sad. It's a horrible situation. There's, sex and human trafficking right now, which, oh my God, I thought it was fake, or I thought it existed back in the ancient times. And it turns out that the ones that we trust are actually have their backs of that very disgusting pedo ruling class. Yeah. You said it, ruling pedo class. Mystery, thanks a lot. Let me go down. Joe, hello, people. Burn, everybody. I'm going to scroll down because I want to be close to what people are saying right now. I know people get mad at me because I stay up with the older comments because I try to answer everybody's comments, and that's what I try to do. And I'm not always able to do it. So, yes, they are. A warm welcome to newcomers to the channel. Thank you so much, Darla. Now you'll be trolled. Darla. Special K, look up the video of the beam shooting into the volcano and look at top right for spanner-shaped ship. Interesting, isn't it? I'll show you something. Hey, Bob Down, I'll show you guys something. Let's see here. I'm going to be able to share video files too, guys. Streams now, I'll be able to get a video up 10-15 minutes before we stream. You'll be able to listen to it. Then after, we'll go and talk to each other during the stream. So, 5-10 minutes to see parts of the videos will be really, really cool. I think share screen into, there we go, share screen. There we go. I'm going to go to the screen, my dirty screen, my desktop full of my amazing research. And I hope you guys have seen the screen. So yesterday we saw something pretty cool. I don't know if I'm in full screen or if you see me the little... Actually, let me try something. Can I make it full screen? What does this say? I have to do some practicing here. I'll just leave my little gorgeous face off to the side there. Okay. So yesterday's video, some cool things. We saw the UFOs. Okay. I want to talk to you guys about this one. I want to know what you guys think about this one. Okay. What we see here, what we see right here are like panels. They look like solar panels. Oh, what happened? Sorry about that. Let's go back. So right there, that's that UFO that goes by La Palma during the day. It's going by really fast, which a lot of you have commented on the last video and said, Bruce, drones in general, I mean, sure, maybe we don't know all the limits, but they don't go 100 miles an hour. Like, it's like what, 50 tops or something like that. It's a drone. Like it's not a race car, right? And they're very stabilized and stuff. So you see this one going down here, and I'm going to play it, and you're going to actually notice that it doesn't play. Okay, there it is. So there it is going down, and you see another object underneath it. Now, I didn't tell you guys, but in the video, before anything goes by, there's another one that comes from the right to the left right here and goes right across that volcano. So TV Canaria video, lots of pixelation, eh? That's how it is. But there it is. There's those objects coming down right across the camera, which was pretty fast. No propellers. Look at that. 1, 2 over the other. And there's another one going by in the back that you can really hardly see, that I could see. And just this part here. There it is. Look at the panel like object. Look at it. Like, wait a minute there. What the heck is that? The heck is that thing right there? You could see it's a panel of some type. Just don't understand why, So that's the sun today. Yeah, not true. The day before yesterday, actually, that we saw. Remember this one? I want to know what you guys think of that one. Someone keeps telling me it's an illusion, Bruce. The clouds are going behind the sun. It's an illusion. It's not true. Well, I'm in the wrong place here. Hold on. There we go. This is the one I want to show. Sorry for the jumping around, y'all. Check it out. A lot of bright flashes appearing beside the sun because obviously it's very bright. There's a lot of shit in the sky and everything, and it's not UFOs. You can tell when it's UFOs. They go slow, straight. So check it out. The big ass cloud going behind the sun. But what happens is the end of the cloud is now in front of the sun. Now, let's see it again. There's no hiding and no manipulation. The cloud that's coming up right now should cross over the sun. But some people say, Bruce, sometimes the sun rules it out. I understand that. I told some of you that myself. Look, it's being ruled out because it's too bright. I get it. But why are the little clouds coming up even smaller, less thick, showing up on this side of the sun? Imagine our sun being located in a region that is between the cloud levels, as in a theory, that it would be inside of our firmament, right around Earth, going around a small sphere that everyone says is the size of like thousands and thousands and thousands of planets, could just very well be a ball of light around Earth. And I like bringing that up because it makes people wonder. We saw this in the last video. Those are solar flares. So hang on, you guys. This is a solar flare. Watch. This is a solar flare you're going to see without any polarized lens. The only day I was able to see solar flares like that, well, that is the day that the incredible flooding started. We saw Japan, we saw Greece, we saw England, we saw France. Here in Quebec, there was flooding. It was a mayhem. It was crazy. But look at the colors of those flares. And that's why Simon was talking about X-class flares. It goes by the intensity of the brightness. The brighter the flare is and the larger it is, it designates the class of the spectral class. Look without any filters here how freaking red fiery that sun is. And that was the week, remember, that everyone was seeing red sky, red moon. The moon was bouncing left and right in the sky, always in different places. So you can't help but wonder, why we're seeing so many changes. This one, a lot of people tell me it's a bug with wings, even in the winter, you'll see here in minus 30 weather, they'll still be saying it's bugs with wings. There's ways to see very easily whether they're bugs or not. Bugs don't go in straight lines. Bugs are very small. Like the one that went by after, it's probably a bug. I didn't talk about it. But that thing going up, no bug. It's a very large object that's going close to the sun and gets brighter as it goes to the sun, or between the sun and I as it goes across the sun and I. Chemtrails, of course, lots of chemtrails, always lots of chemtrails. What else did I have here before going back up here that I wanted to show you all? Was it this one? I got so many videos, guys. Let me look around here a minute. Yeah, I sort of like that one. Here's some other captures. So that's a big ass cloud that I showed the other day over the house. But those clouds are keeping the heat down on Earth, and it's coming back down as precipitation. So I saw something flying around the sun. Look how fast I show this. Boom, boom. 2 scenes, and that's it in the video, and then we're out of here. I don't show them long enough. And that's why I re-show always my research, and I study it, and I try to get closer, and I try to make it better for you all to see. Look at the characteristics and traits of this object. It's doing something that's different to the other lights that I see going by. This one is spiraling, but there's other lights appearing oddly, like they're all fluttering themselves around. Never the same capture. Every time we see this, it's never, ever the same capture. So you see a bit of pixelation, probably even more on YouTube, obviously, but there's a reason for that when you go up close. Like, look at what you're looking at. How many lights are in there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, what's going on, right? Is it one object going by, or is it a camouflage? If that's a spaceship with a bunch of stupid lights on it like that, with some smoke coming out of it, and we can't see what it is, imagine how much they would be laughing at us. Here it is again, going by the sun. This is in the past 2 months, you guys, up to 9 objects, actually, that I got going across the sun at very, very high speeds. This one was not so fast, but you can still see those lights going by the sun. They're telling us that the sun is affected and something's going to come in our atmosphere. Look at that object. It turns. You watch it turn. There's smoke coming out of the back of it. It's a large object. It's on fire. And you understand, guys, satellites are as big as washing machines. You're not going to see satellites smash into the sun and make explosions. It makes no sense. There it is, real badass close up, just so we can see what's going on. And what's going on is, well, there's an object going by that is on fire, and there's smoke coming from it as it's crossing by the sun. So lots of captures. One of my favorite one, I could call this one the Hershey Kiss. Literally, just see a Hershey Kiss, but watch how triangular it gets to the end. Do you see that? Isn't that incredible? I think it drives me crazy seeing how some of these objects could actually have shapes, right? Like this one. This is the one we're waiting for. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's an interesting one. I don't know if you're going to see it well on this one, but I'll show it to you anyways. Little recap on this. Then I'll be back on talking with you. This is a light with infrared that you will see close its panels. You will see a flat line coming like around a sphere where it's closing up wings that it has, like in a circular motion. There's no two ways about it. You can see it. A lot of people say it looks like a manta ray. It looks like a stingray in the ocean, just with its big wings, the shape it is. And you can see it here. I'll try to show it to you the best way I can. You literally see that it's closing itself up. There's all these secret projects out there that they're trying new techniques and technology and stuff. We saw this year, last year, the year before, we saw all the countries that we know, France, England, China, the US, they all launched, even India, secret spy satellites. Why? Why are all the countries launching spy satellites? Well, because there's an outside threat, possibly. They don't know if it's another country or they don't know if it's outside. Maybe there's a war going on here on Earth that we don't know about. Well, we know there is, but what could it be? This one, I'm waiting for Halloween night for it to come back on the 31st in 2020. An object came 15 to 20 feet down from the sky over my head and slowed down, and I was able to film and capture it. It was the closest I've ever been to capturing a UFO ship, even though it was see-through. These, what do you want me to call those on the moon? Do you want me to call these UFOs on the moon? Seriously? Like this here? Like if I tell someone, hey guys, check it out. I caught UFOs on the moon. Look. You understand why people think I'm a nut? Because it doesn't look like a UFO. It looks like a fish in the sea or a bird flying under the atmosphere on the moon. But the problem is, look in the hazes, guys. Look at this. This is the prettiest blur you'll ever see on the moon. Watch what happens to these lights. There's a light. We're in a blur, right? Because aliens and, certain objects or explosions in space, there's the other light, have different wavelengths. And our eyes can't distinguish some of these wavelengths. And our eyes are going to see distortion. Our eyes are going to see a white ghost-like object appear. The same thing as someone who witnesses a large explosion in front of them, atomic blast or something. You're not going to see colors. You're going to see white light. UFOs are literally leaving the surface of the moon, and they're hiding by becoming clouds. If there are clouds around the moon, they're going unnoticed. Therefore, they're taking off from the surface. I have the confirmation. I showed you guys. You saw them leaving the surface. I've showed them to you arriving to the surface of the moon. This is big, 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 big secret. This could have made me millions of dollars, right? No, it won't come out. The guy that's going to find the truth will not be able to get it out. Other channels that are speaking of truth, but that don't show it, they'll be free, to post in general, pretty much everything that they want to post. That's the worst of it. Look at this one here. Yeah, I got structures too. I mean, just crazy. Look at them. You don't know what it is, but watch. There's two screens here, one on the top, one on the bottom, or I think, well, for the moment, there's one screen. So there's a light illuminating. Watch this. It illuminates, one screen. Illuminates on the surface, and it's stationary, by the way. It's the telescope moving. So there's a stationary light on the surface that keeps lighting up repetitively. When I showed this part, right, the fires and explosions occurring all around the UFOs, that's the UFO you're looking at. There's other lights coming from it. There's fires and maybe fighting right on the bloody moon, right under our noses. So yeah, when they say that there's war on Mars or they liberated a planet, it scares me because the possibilities, they're there. When there's a big explosion here on Earth, they're not always seen in space. When there's an explosion here on Earth, in space, the people there do not always see what happens here on Earth because we're under clouds. And if we're under clouds, well, not everybody's going to see under the clouds. There's a whole bunch of different layers of the clouds. I would assume on the moon, there's also probably a bunch of layers on the clouds too. So let me scroll all the way down here once again. Will I be able to see it all? Thanks, Darla, for posting that. You guys want to reach me? You want to send me some junk? You want to send me some threats or whatever? Just email it there. That's where it is. The thing about these white balls is Carmen Payne. Thank you very much for being here. They appear to be some type of aircraft until so far out of distance. This is when everything turns into those balls. Yeah, well, those balls that you're talking about is that everything is round at one point in space. All those planets that we say are round, well, they're not all round planets. And when you zoom up to a sphere or something like that, like just the moon, the optical illusion that everything is round sort of gives us the impression that everything is round. Oh, aliens are back from school. Hey, hey guys, it's already 3:00. Hey guys, I said guys like Tony. Hello. You guys know Tony? They are mining the shit out of the moon. I believe that, King Cock Mike. You can tell by the song that the funny little jingle that I made at the end of my channel that says aliens on the moon and they're mining and they're coming soon. So yeah, this is something very, very real that I believe that they're absolutely mining. My only question is, who is that are mining it? Exactly. Are aliens mining it for humans? Are humans mining there and there's no aliens? I doubt it. But yeah, that's the question. The big question everyone's asking. Definitely. Someone posted a vid the other week of this UFO that looked like a big manta ray surrounded by clouds. Awesome. Yeah, some of the work that I'm doing reoccurs in some of the channels of other people that are showing certain things. And it, shows us that, yes, clouds, yes. And it shows us absolutely that it could be really possible. We got back from Scotland not long ago. Thank you, Miss Tree. Best place in the world. Honestly, it's on my bucket list. I would love to go to Scotland. The nature, the castles, the culture, the old buildings. Here in Montreal and Quebec, everything that's built that's old is Scottish built. It's all people from Scotland, the Scottish stone workers, masons that came down from Ireland and Scotland. They're buried all around my own father. All people from Ireland and Scotland. It's something common in the cemetery here. Lots of them. And it's all people that came down from the war that were buried here. Obviously, their families maybe never even got a chance to come and see some of their tombs. But yeah, history. Bob Downs in the house, not only above ground, Bruce, but underground fighting too. What do you think those big booms are? The big booms could be digging, maybe with Elon Musk's boring company, boring holes, be underneath Earth. The volcanic activity, but yeah, you're damn right. They're doing something under there for sure. Thanks a lot, Dave's not here, man. Appreciate it. Hello, Christy Lindsay. I see you. Thank you for being here. Hey, Beth. Thank you, Beth. Hi, Bruce. Just woke up. What a joy to see you all. Rough night at the hospital last night. Much love. Beth, thanks for doing what you do, my dear friend. I love you for it. It's not an easy work. I have some, my close family. That's where they are, Beth. They're all there too. They're all working there too. Lots of them, and just not easy. I just can't thank you enough for taking the time to come to the channel, though. Even though I know we're living in hard times, so it's like even after a hard day, when you take the time to come to the channel, it's like, wow, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thanks again, Beth. Miss Tree, thank you, guys. Thanks for the generous contributions, very much. So appreciated. Thanks, Darla, for thanking them. Yeah, well, that's what they're saying, eh? A hollow moon. The moon is hollowed out. It rang like a bell when they crashed something on it. So it could be absolutely. I hope you Feel better and relaxed after that wretched evening at the hospital, my dear friend Beth? Hello, Bruce, please speak a little slowly. Yes, I probably am speaking a little too fast. That is true. So you understand. Hey, my friend, um, I probably not. He's probably not Spanish. But if ever you do speak Spanish, I also have a Spanish channel, Astronomia of Nice. I have a French channel and I have an English channel. And I got a lot of people that come here that don't speak English, but they're able to follow the videos anyway. So it's like, wow, thank you so much. Thanks, youngster. 7B for 78 for sharing that. Yeah, some of the similarities come back up. Often they come back up. How can those objects, say I rage, be on fire? As we understand fire on the moon, if there is no oxygen on the moon, some kind of chemical fire. That's very interesting what you said. That's very interesting. And yeah, maybe what you said as for the chemical fire, as for the fires that I'm seeing on the moon, yeah, sure. Absolutely. I'd be dumb to say the opposite of that. And that's smart, I think, because it's digging a little deeper. It's not just seeing lights and assuming that it's just a UFO or that they're even just on fire. So I've often mentioned it before, also, I rage, that those videos that I show with the smoke and fluorescent gases around it, I did say that we can see literally an atmospheric or chemical reaction around the UFOs. Again, they have different wavelengths. Sometimes our eyes can't see certain things in space because of the wavelength, so you need a filter to be able to see them properly. Many filters are coming this way, you guys. Infrared, filming the moon, and investing time and effort in the channel, all thanks to you all. Things are getting up there at one point. Thanks to stats. And Kai says, when the only way to keep power is control those dumber than you, eventually the lies get found out. It falls apart. I'm not going to say a word about that. Different. You're absolutely right about that. Well said. Yes. I look at French videos. Guess my +1 doesn't add up. Yeah, well, here too. All the likes that you give on these videos, when you come back tomorrow, do the test to see if I'm a liar or not. When you come back, your likes will disappear, unfortunately. Thanks again, Beth, and everybody. And my friend Mystery. I just don't. So there she is. There he is. Thank you very much. All as above, so below. Yep. Lots, above and below the firm, the firmament. High country gold, fall colors on the moon lately. That's right, my friend. Just like last year. Last year at this exact time, what was NASA saying, high country gold, about what was on the moon? Ooh, the moon has begun to rust. Look at that one up. I went and filmed it the same day they said it. The moon was completely brown and orangey and, fall colors, right? But now the moon is back to being nice and green again. It's going to start once again changing colors. I believe it could be some of the seasons. We're literally witnessing a seasonal change on the surface of the moon. And we're witnessing that seasonal change from far away in space, which is going to be different. I heard a bit about that too, youngster or youngster. Same as Bezos. There you go. Another one that hangs out with the pedal ring. So freaking weird, eh? So many things are being seen just like back in the stories of years past. Absolutely. Is because people have nothing to do? Or are we entering into a different phase or repeating the phase? I tend to think that history repeats itself and the same crap that we're doing or that they did in the past, we're doing it again today. Except now we're doing it with technology, meaning instead of having a black and white TV, you have a flat screen TV. There is no technology. I think DARPA is mining the moon with robots. There you're talking about something possibly. And DARPA was a swastika crafts from the Arctic base or Northrop Grumman. I know some people that worked at Northrop Grumman. Did you know that? Or one of these companies. Absolutely. Hang on. See if I still have the image. So, a lot of things that people don't know is that NASA, even for the Apollo landings, NASA always has um, subdivisions and or independent space associations and companies that do work for NASA. So if something's to be done in space, they can go and hire a certain company, like they hire Elon Musk to go do a launch and stuff. But word Northrop Grumman that comes up, and some other companies. I know a lot of list of people that were working there. And this is an image of someone who was on an Apollo mission. I know their family. He's working on the car right here. There's the moon rover. There's the moon rover right there. I call it the moon rover. And you can see all those people. You'll notice in the background, this is a personal photo of mine. Nobody has it except for the person that gave it to me. You have the president of Mexico today uh, that was there. Don't ask me why. The president of Mexico was there. You see some of the other astronauts that are there. Y'all remember, y'all see this guy, you know who he is. You must recognize some of the astronauts, those of you who know astronauts well enough. Those astronauts right over on this side, right here. There's Sermon. Eh? These are all personal pictures. Weird, eh? They're working on the car, the rover. Every one of these people lost their husband, lost their wives, because most of them divorced their wives because they had to remain on scene during some of these Apollo landings. The Apollo landing that I knew the family of, he worked on the oxygen packs for a very famous Apollo landing. He didn't want me to mention which number it was, so it's one of the numbers of the Apollo landings. It's the one you think. I'm just gonna say it's the one you think. Same as Bezos, yes. Bezos. Aliens would only going to school to get dumbed down. Yeah, that's exactly what we did. Get your shots, wear your mask. Yep. Squawk, you killed grandma. Yeah, exactly. That's it. Exactly. But I'm happy to see that a lot of people are awake to know that that's going on, though. Yeah, you're right about that, Christy. History does repeat itself. It repeats itself in a very similar fashion. So if you want to know what's going to happen with the pandemic afterwards, and if we're going to have the right to do what we want and to be free in our freedom of speech, go look at the Nuremberg trial. The Nuremberg trial defends you and I, and no matter what country you are in. Well, actually, the States are and Canada. The Nuremberg trial. When they killed all the German soldiers, the SS and everything that were doing the shite, right? Um, during the war, Hitler's army, where did they go? Where did they disappear? There's no proof of anyone getting killed or having to go into a jail or prison or anything. It's all bullshit. It's all hidden. Germans probably continued to do what they did. I mean, the Germans won the war, right? I don't care what anybody says. You're not going to say, "Oh, look, Hitler destroyed everybody, killed like 2 million Jews," right? And then we won the war. Oh, okay, that's a little odd when you look at it that way. We didn't win nothing, and some of the things that they were doing in Germany, well, we have now people here back engineering secret projects, some of Adolf's old UFOs and blueprints or whatnot. Ah, ben bon, merci Frédéric. Merci encore d'être passé aujourd'hui, mon frère. Hey Janet, how's it going? Salut Janet. The movie on YouTube, Above Majestic, explains what they think the moon is. It's similar to the Hollow Moon. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to check that one out because, like you said, basically they say everything that we mentioned there, which we mentioned a lot. We talked about a lot of stuff here, Andrew, in a year, man. There's lots of stuff that we can't really talk about, but we talked about a lot of stuff here in a year, man. A lot of very, very controversial, revealing things. Yeah, definitely, Christy. Check it out. Thank you, Darla. J'ai changé. Ah, yes. Merci, merci, Janet. C'est bien apprécié. Merci de me laisser savoir. Thank you, Jane March. Pretty soon we'll all speak telepathically. I believe so. It's true, Lots of us are already working on it. That will be cool. It'll be cool, and we're going to know what our friends think of us now. Might leave room for misinterpreting, though. Yeah, there you go. See that? That's exactly like me. When somebody comes in the room now, I'm going to be like, I don't hear you. Think of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Think of something else. It's like, try not to think of anything. Like in Ghostbusters. Do not think of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. This is a little silly. For a comparison, but true height, Country Gold, how did you come up with 7 levels? Sounds interesting. Gamecock, Mike, another one. Thank you, you guys. Everyone, so much for the amazing support that you're giving this channel and taking the time to come by. I have pics of that weird 6 or 8-sided things, maybe 12-sided things. I don't know. How's it going, B. Freeman? We have Luis Villa. The Chinese and Russia are both mining the moon. I really think so. I really think you're right, Luis, about that. I really think you're right about that. And the states would be in charge of something else. Why? The states would be involved in that too. But I think there is a problem with Russia and China being more ahead of the states in certain technologies. China can now send hypersonic ballistic missiles around the Earth twice and hit its target only a couple of miles off, 24 miles off. So that's very, very scary when you think of it. These are some questions that I asked myself, and I wrote it down because I keep wanting to ask you guys. Is there a distance required for ships? Let's assume that there's a human and alien interaction, that they're working both on and off Earth for so many reasons, both for mining and for security reasons, medicine, laboratories, researching, whatnot. Is there a distance required for ships to be allowed to use their weapons on Earth? So when UFOs are in space interacting and there's fighting and whatnot going on and they're appearing and disappearing, what is the distance of them having to do it? Time for a whiskey? Too early for me here. Later, maybe later. And so what would be the distance, you guys? What would be the distance of a UFO having to get away from Earth before being able to, start shooting up their lasers and stuff like that? Maybe there's a rule that once you're inside the solar system, there's no weaponry that's used because it can affect with the pollution and stuff. Logically, if it's that big, the secrecy, and we're seeing that many freaking UFOs leave Earth and leave the moon and go to the moon. They're in the sky here. They're on the moon. They're on the sun, going by the sun, all these big objects. There's more than meets the eye outside of Earth. That's 100%. Bruce, do you think of the number thing? Bruce, do you think of the number thing where we all guess? The number thing. Sorry, Miss Tree, I wasn't not sure exactly what you meant. Do you ever check out my video I had told you about my channel? Dazzy Bling. Oh no, yeah, I was only a few days ago, Dazzy. Didn't get a chance to go see it at all, actually. I didn't even get a chance to see my own videos that I made, but be more than free to share it in the community if you want, or share it on the comment and video. Oh, Dazzy Bling, Dazzy Bling, Dazzy Bling. Are you the person that I keep asking to leave the link? Were you here last live stream that said I didn't see the link? You were supposed to go on the live stream right after, and you were supposed to share the link or leave a comment. It's good. Dazzy, I can't find your channel. Even if you're a member, I cannot find your channel. You have to leave me at least a hello in a comment so I can go see your video. Because that's what I asked you the last stream. I remember now. And I took the time to go in the comment section right after the stream, the last stream, and I was looking for you and I didn't see a comment. So if you left it and I missed it, sorry about it. But like I said, it'd be a pleasure, Dazzy. If you want me to check it out, with pleasure. Thanks for being a member, by the way. I could definitely take the time to do that for you. Just let me know where the video is. Like I said, wherever you can post it, you can post it here, go right ahead. You can post it here. But if not, I will definitely check it out. When they say things are in different dimensions, the ships, do you think the infrared and UV filters might capture them? Yes, 100%. 100% they can be captured. They can be captured coming in from other dimensions. And the worst of it, you see, that is a funny thing, right? How does dimensions work? Let me get some more coffee, guys. Sorry about that again. Coffee's good today. One person wanted me to get into really great details about dimensions and told me I don't understand the dimensions and he feels dumb. I said, well, why the hell do you feel dumb because you don't understand dimensions? I'm no genius about dimensions, but it's silly, right? I've seen some people show examples of dimensions, right? So you're in a 1D world. Well, things are flat, right? So when you're overhead of the 1D world, you're going to see a rectangle planet because you're in a 1D dimension. So hang on. What happens to someone in the fourth dimension that comes into the third dimension? What happens to its shape? The fourth dimension, you'll be able to see the entire sphere or a rectangle. You'll be able to see what's inside the box if you're coming from the fourth dimension into the third, and you'll be able to see underneath the box too. You'll see all the different angles. So it's like saying we're looking at a square. We only see the square. But in the fourth dimension, you can see the square, you can see the space inside the square, and you can see the box underneath it or the rectangle. So somebody said, can you explain? Excuse me. Can you explain what the dimensions are or why they say we live in a 3D world? Well, I'm no genius, but I know that that's the 1D. So you got a plane here, and on your plane, well, you have that's one direction. So what happens if you're over top of this and you want to see the side of it? Well, what's going to happen is you're going to see just a thin line on the side as to the complete shape because you're in a 1D world. So we got the 1D world. We live in the 3D world. So this is the 1D holding it up. We can go up and down, and we could also go left and right. But those are the only things we can do. I've done it every day of my life. I sit down and I try to imagine other dimensions. So try to imagine the base, which is one dimensional, and then you have the 2D. So you can go up and down or left and right. So is there any other area? If you say diagonally, no, that counts for up. If you say sideways or through, right? Well, yes, you can still dig and go down, up or down. So you got up and down, we have left and right, and we have the 1D. So if something in the 1D world goes into the 4D world, well, the people in the 4D world are going to see just a flat object going by. So it comes down to what you're saying a lot, Beth, when it comes down to the different wavelengths. It deciphers, it governs what we see as to seeing a cloud or haze or smoke, like ghosts. When people see smokes and hazes, when I get the chills just talking about it, it's because you're literally looking at a ghost figure, and the ghost figure is unseen because of the wavelength of your eyes. And as this entity comes in from another dimension, you're also going to see the three dimensions that we have here in our physical realm. Now, if you go on to the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th dimension and levels, well, then it starts getting really complicated. Not that complicated, but it gets complicated. But it's interesting when you think of it. So that is why the UFOs, when they come into our atmosphere, Beth, and we see them appear, I've showed it in videos before, they start fizzing like that all of a sudden. They start fizzing, and then the light's really big, and then all of a sudden, zoop, they're small. It's because it's the difference, not necessarily that they're changing shape or form. It could be just that leap from different dimensions as it's coming across into the physical world. It's so bloody interesting. Dimensions is something incredibly interesting, but I have to continually sit down and merci Janet. I have to continually sit down and try to explain to myself what I'm understanding. It's like I'm visual, right? So I got to look to see something to understand something. So you have to literally draw me a picture for me to understand it. That's how I am. They do, Kai. All my vids and the lights go down, the views go down. This month, guys, last month I got 69,000 views. I actually got 180,000 views, but all those views were rolled back. Those of you who just got here who haven't seen my hacker videos, go into playlists, look at the troll videos, and you will see the hackers are bouncing down numbers by groups of 100. I've never seen that done to any channel in my life, by the way. I know a lot of you are telling me it happens to everyone, Bruce, but there are no videos out there of the proof. In my analytics, as you see them stealing views there. So my revenue is a digital number that's written, Bruce made $3 this month. But when the trolls knock off the views, the revenue stays the same. When they knock off the views and it shows up in the video analytics, well, then the revenue goes down to 2, goes down to 150, 145, 135. Is they're continually taking it down by dollars and dollars and dollars and cents all the time. It's always scrolling down. So that's why it's important for you all to know that to come here, just the views that you are giving my channel, Kai, everyone, it's incredible. It's really helping. A lot of you have, and every way that you guys do to help the channel, it really helps for sure. Or there aren't telling the truth, but most likely, and there's oxygen on the moon. That's the big possibility. I didn't mention it, but yeah, I have before. They've lied to us about everything our entire lives. Absolutely. If we know the truth, they can't control us. And that's right. And they control our perception. That's one thing the government has control over us, is control of our perception, right? And Dazzy Bling, when the live stream finishes, just leave me a hello in the comment section, and I promise to go and see your video. And thanks for asking. I'm sorry that you had to ask me several times. I assure you it's a mix-up. It's not. It's my stupid head. It's not because I want to deliberately not talk to you guys. Yes, sir, man. Damn right, Floyd. Same here. High County, High Country, Gold. I can't thank you enough, you guys, my friends, for coming down to the channel. There's 93 likes here in England. Thanks, Mystery. 93. I see. What is it? 118 looking. I don't see the likes on the StreamYard, though. Love is all you need. Everything else is illusion. John, Paul, Jordan. I like hearing that. Awesome. Yeah, I like hearing that. Tam Tam, how's it going? I have prepared for the coming winter. I do believe it is going to be a cold winter. All this is a distraction from what is really going on. You're darn right, Tam Tam. And yeah, it could be, well, allergies. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. It could be drastically different. It could be the total opposite. Like we could get like no snow, or we can just get like twice as cold or twice as much snow. It's going to be really up and down. We got rain in the desert now, rain in Oman. Okay. Go look at this year in Oman, the floods in Oman. Oman is a dead desert, dry area, and Oman was flooded this summer. That was at the same time the camels in the, in the deserts were freezing their I was going to say their bumps off, their balls off, but anyways, bumps, humps, whatever. They were getting frozen. Remember in Florida where we saw the lizards or Bruce, sorry, my Canadian head, iguanas or something I think you guys have, which is beautiful, in the trees. I don't know if it was Florida or where the hell I was surprised. But anyways, in the States, they freeze in the morning. They're like, they can't move, That's occurring now more and more, and it wasn't happening at all actually in the past. Orwell's Bud, cheers to you. Did you hear about Bezos' plan to replace ISS? No, you mean literally replace the ISS? I've been hearing something about a replacement of the ISS. I didn't know if it was Bezos or not. And that bugger, there's a guy that just got caught in a pedophile ring with that was very close to the Bezos association. Was actually the ones raising funds for him. I think that came out in the news, and you see this. People are still freaking talking about these scumbags. Horrible, 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 horrible. Thank you, Darla. Bruce, how many great resets we already had? There's an amazing question. Okay, I'm going to say since the 1400s, I'm going to take a guess there. I would say 3 to 6. That's what I think. Probably, maybe even more. I believe there were many great resets. Continually, the elites always trying to get the better half of the people, getting control over the people, and now they're in shit because we're approaching 8 billion people, and in a couple of years we'll be like 10, 20 billion people, and there's just nothing they're going to be able to do with us anymore. They say that there's not enough place on this earth. They're full of shit. Excuse the expression, but they're full of shit. There's lots of room here in Canada, in the forest. There's lots of room in the deserts. There's lots of rooms in all over the world, actually. Son of Max, father of plenty. Beautiful icon, by the way. 183 here in England, Bruce. Thank you very much, you guys, for supporting the channel. I appreciate it, my friends. Definitely. Hey, November 5th is coming up, my friends. November 5th is coming up. Remember. Television. Love it, Victory. Love it. I'm usually Mr. Pattern. I hadn't seen that one. Television. Yeah. And what was the other one I saw the other day like that? A really funny coincidence. A lot of coincidences, eh? Maybe not so much coincidence. Can you have rust without metal? There's an interesting thing, eh? To ask. That's another interesting thing. They said that the reason why the moon rusted was, which it shouldn't, because by the way, the solar winds are what is supposed to, uh, um, it's bombarding, okay, the moon, but it's not supposed to make anything rust because it's actually being prevented by that sun. You know, I had done some research in that, talking about that, and can you have rust without metal? Apparently, you can, and I think it has to do with oxidization. There's lots, you know. I'm no genius, but I remember touching on that and looking it up. Like, why is it rusting? And they said the reason why the moon was rusting was not the exact same reason. They said that the moon should not be rusting. They said it was the solar winds and stuff like that. So there was some lying in that. But exactly, the moon can't rust because of the solar winds. Hold on. Yeah. So they say new research is showing, and they say new research, hang on here, September 5th, 2020, at the moment this was said. This is just Google's white box popping up. New research shows the moon, so older research in 2020, shows the moon has rust on its surface, which is quite odd. Rust forms when iron reacts with oxygen to form iron oxide. And this is what I was talking about, the oxidization. While rust is common on Earth and even the surface of Mars, even though it's not red, its presence on the moon is unexpected. But again, I had seen it was another reason. The moon is not supposed to rust like it's not here on Earth supposed to rust because of what the sun is doing. There's something in the sun that's actually causing the surface not to rust. That I looked it up. So literally, I'm looking at like a piece of moon rock here where they say, actually, that's a little odd, eh? Let me see here. Un momento, por favor. What the heck is going on? Share. Share screen. Enter. Click. Share screen like that. and share. I'm going to put it down. I don't know if I'm supposed to show these or not. Everyone else does. So I decide, why not do it myself? Wrong page. Bear with me. There we go. Check it out. So, does the moon rust? I just clicked on that, and that's where they said right here. New research, the moon rests on its surface, except it's odd, blah, 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 blah. So if you click on that, that's what they're showing here, which is not appearing now. There it is. Sorry, I just don't believe it. I don't believe that's the moon, the surface of the moon. That's what they're saying right here is the surface of the moon. So, yeah, right. Okay. Good one. But what do you want a guy to do when he lives in a shoe? Oh, our boy Brandon gave the Pope a coin with an African American baseball player on it. What's happening? Do, 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 do. It's the Matrix. It's literally the Matrix. It's concerning. I'll tell you that. Definitely concerning. Terry Peters is here. Yeah, Kai, so many problems here. Sorry about that. It's happened to more than once for me, so I do what I can and relight, says Terry Peters. Thanks a lot, Terry, for that. I appreciate that, man. Sorry, guys. Another second. Taking allergy pills this week like crazy. Allergy pills are bad. So, ladies and gents, an enormous thank you for all of you for taking the time to comment on the channel, to come by and see the channel, and to support the channel in every way you all do. And divorced, yes. I hope this Pope, says Beth, I hope this Pope tour is weird, and as he should apologize to indigenous people. Still waiting, eh? Still waiting. What's the problem? He apologized to the Muslims. Ooh, didn't want to bring that up. Yeah, no, I actually did. Well, what's going on? The proof. We bury their children. You know what? Indigenous people too. Our kids too are buried there. It's that they do that to everybody. That's what the governments do. All the associations, conniving associations. I have a suggestion for the people that, and people get offended when I talk about teachers. I don't know why it is that much. I'm not talking about those good teachers, the ones that devote their lives to save children and to teach and to endure the stress and pain of the kids to make them the better person that they should be. But you have these asshole teachers that, like the ones that raised, that taught me, not raised, that taught me, fuck all, and the abuse. And I mean, I've been called, you ever been called fat by a teacher? My son, at one point, there was shit going on there. You know, smoking cigarettes at one point, me. And then the teacher at one point was saying, oh, smelt his arm or something. Said, how come you smell like cigarettes? You must be smoking. Take off his shirt. It was unbearable what the teachers do to the kids. And what parents don't know is that they think that because all the other kids are there, that your kid's protected in there. No, he's not. And the some teachers like degrading some of the kids, and I've only had horrible teachers, very, very bad teachers. Miss McClintock and Miss Furcall and Miss Hornstein, the three teachers I'm going to name that were not bad individuals and that did want to help people get ahead. But the other ones, they were bad. Like Mr. Gallo. Well, Mr. Gallo used to like touching Lisa's leg. And, then there was the other one, and it's horrible. I'm telling you, unbearable. My son, when he was in school in his younger years, at one point in high school, came home and told me at night saying, tell you, Dad, some of the teachers were watching porn in class with the volume on. So we're talking secondary 1, secondary 2, grade 7, grade 8 kids are seeing the teacher up in front talking about, listening to his video of porn, which is playing loud. And he's the one that's watching the girls during detention in the classroom. So often situations come up. It's just absolutely unbearable. Look at the situation with the guy just recently for the LGBTQ 960570907. What they did is somebody was raped at school, and then it was a boy written or whatever, transgender, I don't care, in a dress that went into the bathroom and bing, bing, bing. And then all of a sudden the teachers were like, oh, well, we can't put down the LGBTQ 9060507 league. We have to, it's not about putting people down. Everyone should be equal. And when the governments went and accented what was going on, they accented with the genders and stuff, and they accented the problems with the black and whites. They made shit worse. They made things a lot worse. If you're privileged in life, it's because you got a fucking nice house. I'm sorry there for swearing. It's not because you're white, right? If you're white and you're poor, you're not privileged. If you're black and you're rich, you're privileged. That's the way things should be. The same thing for whites as for blacks. I've never came here and said, well, whites should do this and blacks should do that. No, whites and blacks are together. All my black friends are not racist. I got lots of them. Loads of people, Asian, black, even a couple of Muslim people that, all good people. They talk to me like I talk to them every day. We don't bring up our religions but yes, same here, Darla. You said it. I'm getting, because of the stats and Floyd talking about bloody bacon all the time. Yeah, that was a good. Yeah, I rage. Floyd stats theories abound about repeating civilizations throughout history. Yeah, it's so interesting. That's what they're doing. They're repeating the same things. The Egyptians are here, all the same. The Germans are still here, right? Jawohl. That's how it is. From Benal Medina. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'd never heard of that place. Benal Medina. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Thank you very much, John John. Probably not pronouncing that right either. It's coming. Good stuff is coming. UK, we're having a problem getting our posts now because record numbers of postal workers have quit. Yes, that's what's happening. Supermarkets. Now there's stuff like it's the boats, right? Those of you who know, Andrew too, you guys all know they're holding up boats, those big ships that are carrying stuff that we use every single day. The eggs are going up, the bread's going up. Here in Canada, went up 34% the gas. What a bunch of snakes. What a bunch of snakes. I'm doing this for Super Dave. Super Dave made a video yesterday or the day before, I think it was yesterday, about something occurring on November 3rd. I think it's something that many people are trying to get other people to do. So remember to check out his video on Super Dave 44's channel, where November 3rd, apparently people will not be buying in stores. Me, I'm just doing it for the fun of it. November 3rd, I will not be buying gas, even though I only get gas once a month. I put $20 a month of gas. Do you know that? That's all I put in my car. When I need more, I'll get more. If I have to go to Montreal, I'll put in more. But in general, I try not to encourage it. And you'll see it'll be hard to do. I bet you not every one of you will be able not to buy something on November 3rd. So if you're going to buy a Cracker Jack box or something at the corner store, I guess no problem. But don't fuel up your car. And the truckers and stuff, there's big truckers in the States and all around the world that are going to be doing this. And it is going to have an impact on the elites. The elites want to cut our throats by taking little benefits away from us. Well, we made them and we pay our taxes. So what would happen to them if we decide to stop paying our taxes and decide to stop going to the big associations, right? Like haircut? Come on. Cut my hair for like 10 years, I think. I don't go get haircuts. It's something I can do myself, right? Why not? That's why I look like this, but still, when you think of it. So a great big thanks to each and every one of you for stopping by this channel. I don't think the Pope will be going anywhere that Pos already done his double might keep up the charade. It's getting bad. He's getting bad. He's asking for people to get their don't, by the way, right? Unless you want to. If you want to, go right ahead. Respect the ones that don't. If you want to put poison in your arms, it's not a problem. The people that are truth seekers are trying to warn people about those certain poisons and stuff. I read something about Hitler and the Bell spacecraft. Interesting. It's exactly it. Hey, Floyd Stats, look up Mark with a K, Felton, Felton, Mark Felton Productions. He's on YouTube. Very well-informed guy, and he has this old footage about everything that has to do with the Second World War and about the Germans and the knots and all that. Everything is there. Mark Felton Production. I go see the videos there, and he has a very good video about the UFO technology. And there's two UFOs. Don't forget, there's the one with the bell. Floyd that actually said that it works with a red iodine or something like that. Or is it iodine? Yes, I think so. Oh, sorry, red mercury. What they put in the thermometers. They said red mercury was the fuel that was in that anti-gravity ship. And they also had the other one during the war, which was a plane. Guys, did you see that one? It's what is it? The R1, RS1? I don't remember the name of it. 1,000 kilometers an hour. It looks literally like an American futuristic jet. Today, it looks just like the 2021 jets that everyone has in all the different countries. So aerodynamic. It was absolutely incredible. That was on Mark Felton Productions channel. He's got a lot of videos, all the old videos about the Second World War. And I go look there because of exactly that, looking for connection to the research that I'm actually doing. So apologize to the Catholics. Apologize to the Catholics who they told it's fine to have the jibber jabber, even though it has aborted, F in it. Exactly. Apologize to the Catholics who they told it's fine. Yeah, exactly. Well, the Pope is scum, and the Pope is the devil, is Satan. I'm not going to hide that, and I think pretty much everyone knows that. Now, all these Catholic people that are Catholics, they're good people. I don't put people in the same boats. You must know. When I talk about China, I don't talk about China. I talk about the government of China. I don't say Chinese people like a lot of people do. Oh, the blacks. Oh, those Muslim. Oh, they're like that. No, it's there's different boats, and get back on the boat, Gundy. It's the same thing for here. The boats for the whites is the same. We have some privileged slave owning white people. Okay, I mean, we're talking like 1800s and whatever, but if some people want to still think that white people have slaves, no. Listen, guys, I'll tell you something truthful. All races have slaves. That's the thing. All people, all races are bad. Did the whites get a head start to do some bad shit in the world from what we heard? Yeah, okay, sure. But what happened to the ancient tribe of blacks that were there first? Or was it white? Or was it black? Or was it white? We'll never stop fighting. Well, the blacks were back in 1400. Yeah, but they were slave there. But then in the year 1000 was that. Then it was that. Then it was that. Be good to your neighbor. Love your neighbor. Whether it be Indian, Vulcan, who gives a crap? Love them. Judge that person for his or her character. So if that person has a character, is encouraging, and you go, oh, well, he's in that Muslim or he's in a certain faith where I'm unfamiliar of how the culture thinks, so just, I mean, there's ways of talking about each other without everything having to be thrashing another race or something like that. I'm free and open to talk about any race, white, black, because I have no racist intention in me, I guess. Maybe that's what it is. And when it comes down to, insulting other races and stuff, I get it. I get it. I have much respect for them. I don't put people in the same boat, but I speak up when shit happens. Anyways, I read something about, that was a good one. Janine, think that the white hats are controlling the narrative, and the real Pope has been processed. Original Pope was dark cult. Janine, think that the white hats are controlling the narrative. I need the white hats here. I need the white hat hackers here. I'll tell you what, because the dark hats is what I'm dealing with. The scum that comes here to my end. But the elites own the whole world and own everyone, and they have their puppets for them. But now I think we can safely say the puppets are starting to stand up, and the elites are having a hard time getting their message by. You have big tech now, pharmaceutical companies that have taken over, my God, world economies. It's scary as hell. We have all the doctors and nurses that are working, that they themselves have to be very careful what they say at work, and you shut up, obey, and just do your thing, no matter what field. Actually, that's how it is with everybody. But anyways, it's not an easy world. You hungry, Darla? I'm getting off there. Floyd and everybody. Yeah, Schittler. That's a good one. Adolf Schittler. Yeah, very bad man. Very, very bad man. And it's not hard to understand. Somebody that's racist is dangerous. Do you agree with that? Somebody that really hates races, like all the races, like all of them together combined there. It is dangerous. It's dangerous. And now I'm not talking about you that says, like even me, if I disagree with a culture and I don't like it, it doesn't mean you're racist because you don't like somebody, right? That's the difference. Racist, did you see what they use that term with this year? It's bullshit now. Racism is not even a word that has any significance or meaning anymore because they changed it. They say that people that they're teaching this in the school to your kids, America, right? That if you believe that both races are even and equal, you have a big problem. You are part of the problem. AT&T, do you have any people following AT&T? Maybe have some telephone lines. You've been with AT&T for several years. AT&T have just put up publicly that the problem on this earth are the white people. Just let you know that. So what I do is I don't encourage any race that talks about, like if he would have turned around AT&T and said blacks are the problem, stop following them. Whether they say black, pink, or purple people are the problems, it's racist. It's we should stay away from those companies that are encouraging it. Peru, Teresa Rodriguez, muchas gracias, bienvenidos a mi canal de investigación, Peru. Thank you very much, guys. So, guys, are you not too annoyed? Hey, saludos, muchas gracias, Fernando Malina desde España. Saludos desde Quebec, Montreal, Quebec. Muchas gracias. Bienvenidos a mi canal de investigación. People of Dublin, Ireland did not go to for the. That's good to know. Thanks for sharing that. And to know that some people are holding their ends, eh? Oh yeah. John Paul. I know a lot about him too. Was a cool guy. Yes, he was. Wonder if Francis will be rolling around in the cool Pope mobile in Canada. I wonder. I really wonder. They were around the Pope mobile back here in 1981. Maybe afterwards, but it was here in 1981 in Quebec. I thought it was in Valleyfield, but apparently it wasn't. But it would have been in Montreal, I believe, in the 1980s, and in his Pope mobile, his big glass window, which is basically a UFO, most likely a UFO. Everything's written in the Vatican archives, Beth? Everything that's there is all the secrecy of all the children that died, all the Indian children, that died also, and indigenous people. Everything that occurred is all documented and written in the Vatican archives. And, a place where most of the money of the donations for Mike Knapp. Hello, Mike Knapp. Sorry, I missed you, bro. 329. Hello, Mike Knapp. But yeah, that's just me. But I don't know a lot about the Anunnaki. But I like the idea, though. The ideal of an intelligent race coming to leave us an information and teaching us, and a very spiritual being. I know spiritual beings do exist. And the way I look at it, do you believe in the Anunnaki and our true origin? Don't think I'll ever know what my true origin is, but I feel my roots. And I feel that where I was born, I feel I was born in many places. This was not my only path in life. I love the theory that, yes, it is an interesting theory, Anunnaki. I just don't know enough about it. That's why I don't confirm anything. I never confirmed anything here. Not even that there's aliens on the moon, even though it obviously looks like someone is there. Who? I don't know. I don't know exactly who it is. Can the real Pope Francis still stand up? Still stand up? Still stand up? I don't think he can. I don't think Papa Francesco can actually stand up. I don't even think it's the real people showing up in that little black window where he goes to the end and he goes to the end and he goes, Pula Dominus Vobiscum. Maybe it's a holographic image. So if somebody shoots that motherfucker through the door, sorry, he'll just disappear. Or maybe there's a part into the video where put the scene where he falls. Okay, have him falling down. I said many years ago, actually, I was talking to my mother about this. I said, Mom, what would you think of all the elites and everything having left Earth, and it's just actually being run by holographic images, fake imagery, fake news media of people that everything's already documented, that the application DARPA is to add the age and everything to make everything look like people are aging. Think of it. Why doesn't the Queen speak up when bad things happen like this in life? She's got it good. Thanks, the stats. I really appreciate that. Please check that you are still subscribed to Bruce's All It Seems. I was booted by YouTube earlier in the week, had to resubscribe. It happens in general all the time to everybody, so I do appreciate you resubscribing. Everyone, the worst thing that people hate the most about me is that it takes me a long time to get off, and now I am going to leave. And I always miss many comments, so forgive me for the comments that I did miss. Why Russia and China is the fear factor for Americans. Yeah, you said it, Oliver Klein. That's Oliver. That is very, very true. Why? Do you still believe in that lies like Sputnik? Oh, you actually don't believe that Russia and China is a fear factor for Americans? Why? Do you still believe in that lies like Sputnik? Yeah. I've never mentioned Sputnik here. Are you talking about Sputnik 1, the first Russian satellite? Doo, doo. It's the first message signal ever picked up in space, they said. Doo, doo. That's all it was. What about the Gulf War? Yes. Scud missiles. I've seen footage of UFOs taking out target on terra firma. Yeah. What about that big ass explosion? Okay. Dragon Sage. Phew, I thought you were just Dragon, which is Penny Bunny. So be on the lookout for that channel here. Hey, Andromeda Native. Thanks, Andromeda. Beth, everybody, thanks a lot for being here, you guys. Darla. Youngster 78 was nice seeing you. Would you see an atomic explosion on the moon? Easy. Yeah. Probably the reason why those craters are there. Maybe it was a testing facility, a site. Planet. Maybe the moon is a testing planet where they do tests. But then again, we're repeating ourselves because that's what Earth does. That's what we do here. Nevada test site, completely contaminated. We're bombing all the time. We're continually wanting to make our big ass ballistic missiles, the warhead stronger. We're enriching plutonium. There's no more limits anymore. We have an Afghanistan, not just Afghanistan. What the hell? Saudi Arabia. All the sheiks and shrieks over there that are enriching uranium. What happens when you enrich uranium? It makes the bombs extremely potent and dangerous. So you're not allowed enriching uranium. There was a treaty and everything that was done for that. But now it's like, hey, fuck you, America. We enrich our uranium. So they do what they want, but we have to, not do. We can't do anything we want. I'm done. I love you guys. Hey, I'll be back on, by the way. What time is it now? It's 4:12. I'll be on in a bit less than 4 hours. I'll be back on chatting it up with you all. We'll see what happens. Maz says, sad that those that want to control others are involved in evil or hiding evil. It is. We need leaders to represent the people, not rule people. We have a class right now whose last thought is represent. Yes, and more and more is going to change. But money does rule the world, unfortunately. Is Clyde here? Love you, Clyde. I did not see my friend Clyde, but if he's there, I thank you very much for being here. Andrew Perry's here. Thanks for the awesome channel, Bruce. Keep up the great research. You guys, thank you so much. You said it, Dragon Sage. They are supposed to work for us. Definitely work for us. We made them. Yeah, if there's O2, you can get rust. Absolutely. And it's caused by oxygen in the atmosphere. And that's what happens why things get rusted also along the oceans and stuff, right? The oxidizing and the iron in the mineralogy of iron. So either the moon, like some of you said, has oxygen and or has, water. It does. They confirmed the moon has water and even liquid water on the surface. So, yeah, don't ask for the reason why. Clyde Laws, hope you're doing well, my brother. I hope you're feeling a lot better, man. You said it, Cameron Burge. Can't rust without oxygen. That's what's going on. What's going on the 5th? I'm late to the show. Oh, well, the 5th, November 5th, is a very catchy phrase for people that are familiar with anonymous official channels and people that are anonymous. There's a lot of skepticism around people that are anonymous. They say, oh, they're hackers. Well, the ideal isn't to be anonymous to hack. The ideal is we are all anonymous, is that each and every one of us are represented by the anonymous league, the real anonymous league. And of course, you get a lot of people that come in and say, oh, I'm with anonymous. Be careful of this and be careful of that. Going to hack your ass for this, going to hack your ass for that. November 5th is something I want you to look up. What is the relationship of November 5th with anonymous? You'll also hear, they'll talk about the British Tea Party or the English Tea Party. And they wanted to throw all the tea bags and the bread and everything into the water to go against the government. Anyways, look it up. Remember the 5th of November. Often when there are marches for people that do support the anonymous league, well, the marches are often done on November 5th. I know, again, November 3rd, Beth, is a day where people are going to try to not spend, try to give a shock to the elites by not spending on gas, going to restaurants and everything, just literally not spending anything as much as we can on November 3rd as sort of a retaliation against the stupid mandate that they're pushing on to everybody. That's a bit of what it has to do with. Do we vote November 2nd? Or, yeah, there's another thing going on, the stat says. Voter ID and no fast track citizen requirements is needed badly. Incredible. Voting machines. It's unreal. There's more fraud that was being done there in the States. Totally crazy. Tony Brooks. Hey, how's it going, man? One last one, my friend Tony Brooks. Hi, Bruce. Hi to all. What do you think of reports the Earth's rotation is slowing and the Earth's oxygen levels are dropping? That's a very interesting one. I'll tell you something for a fact. Earth, since this year, is actually going faster. 1/10 of a split second, right? 1/10 of a second, I think, which is not long. But apparently it changes the time the sun goes down. The days are faster. And 2021 is it's going to be shorter days and stuff. So they're talking about the Earth actually rotating faster, though. So it's interesting what you're saying about that. Is it rotating faster now because of the climate change or because of the sun's active? Is that what's causing it to slow down, or vice versa? It becomes very hard to find out. Guys and gals, I love you so much. Thank you very much. Lots of rotten teachers, not to mention nuns. Well, you're right, Dragon Sage. Nothing evil in what you said. Unfortunately, There's some nuns, that were bad people, like in every field, but I think it was pretty bad that, listen, I have family members that were raised by the nuns, and the nuns were grabbing their hairs and slapping kids with bars, and they were sending them down to the office to get scolded by principals and whatnot. Monks, most likely. Some of you here have been raised, not raised, but have went to school with monks, brothers, monks. There's lots of different ways that people teach, but in general, I've had rotten teachers. It was horrible, excruciating, and never any help. They ganged up on my son, actually, for an incident that happened at school. Imagine a teacher knows another kid fighting with a kid and decides to defend that kid because it's a family member or something like that. So lots of very disgusting things went on around here. I'm out in the boonies. There's no good teachers here. It's all a bunch of peds and a bunch of alcos and a bunch of sick people there. Don't forget the best way to get a job if you want to beat up kids. Well, you can become a teacher. If you hate kids and you like beating up people, they're all there, right? So sure, you have some very good people that are teachers. I'm not talking about the good teachers. God bless their soul, the ones that were good. I even named them. I'm 46 and I named them Miss McClintock, Miss Hornstein. But I have some that were really bad too. It's just, Graham, Athenia, thanks you guys. I'll talk to you all really, really soon. I love you very much. Thanks for the ongoing support. Thanks for becoming a member. And I'm out for real this time. And I'm going back out right now to film the sun, to add that on the end of the video. And maybe I'll get the video up between live streams, my friends. Be checking for the other live streams that we'll be doing with some new stuff, some new features. October 31st, Halloween live stream. Anyways, I'll see you in less than 4 hours, guys. Talk to you soon. Thanks, mods. Thanks, supporters. Bye-bye.